I've not used this before, so I'm just trying it out.
Hey man, it's been too long since we sat down and that just feels wrong. Allow me to give my head a shake, open my eyes and fix a mistake. Do you wanna come over? Just like the old times, we'll hit pause and then hit a rewind. You wanna come over? Just like the old days, and we'll watch the time just fly. Hey buddy, no strangers here. These times I hold them dear. My door's open, so come on in. This was great, let's do it again. Do you wanna come over? Just like the old times, we'll hit pause and then hit rewind. Wanna come over? Just like the old days, and we'll watch the time just fly. Do you wanna come over? Just like the old times, we'll hit pause and then hit rewind. You wanna come over? Just like the old days, and we'll watch the time just fly.
And we're back. How are you, everybody? Gaz, you're on mute. So we were just live for a little over an hour. We went over, and it cut into the time we were going to have here. What's interesting is that we were just live about a minute ago doing Toy Biz, and then now that we've jumped over here, but we've got different people in the chat at this stream now than we had 5 minutes ago in our first live stream. So if anyone didn't know, we were doing Toy Biz first, and now we're doing this show. It's a double feature. Sorry, we were late. Saturday night at the movies. So Blues was here, and then he fell asleep. We're sitting here waiting. You should have watched Toy Biz with us.
Wake up!
Grab a little brush. Spoon Killer, good afternoon from Cali, California. Johnny was here as well. Farming the show out to DC at a lower cost. We'll get to that. So there was a comment up here where they were talking while they were waiting for us. Spoon Killer mentioned that I'll assume that they'll favor Sumbo over Dick or Renegade. I have a game today, and we're going to be talking about both the Sunbow and the Deke cartoon, and the way. First of all, hello everybody. Thanks for coming back. But I'm going to do... So this game is going to be... because a lot of people will rip on the Deke cartoon, saying how that the themes and so forth are a little bit childish. They rip on the movie sometimes too, saying that the themes are a little bit out there and crazy. So what I've done is I've put together a little game, which is it going to be Sunbow or is it going to be Deke, based on the synopsis of the story. And then I think you'll find that comparatively, that's a real word, both of them had their ridiculousness and their awesomeness.
Right.
So, if anyone is still here, yes, we are late, but are we though? We were literally just live on the channel. Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures is here too. Hey kids! Yeah, I did see Studio gifted me a membership, so there we are. Spoon Killer had to go. Sorry, buddy. But thanks for showing up. Nate had to go too, apparently. Rolando's here. How are you, Rolando?
Hey, buddy.
Woodman's back. Here they are now. Yeah, we're back. Phil's here. Phil! How are you, buddy? Good to see you.
Love that guy.
Thanks for dropping in.
That's a good guy.
JoeFan84. He is a good guy. JoeFan84 is here. Pericles, sorry I'm late. We were late. We were late. And Fandom Power Podcast.
Wes is in the hills.
Giving us a
One cheese for life.
He doesn't even know it yet.
I'm going to do the Clubhouse roll call real quick. If you want to be part of the Clubhouse roll call, all you can do is be a channel member or a Patreon supporter. It's not a requirement to join to enjoy the show. The show's for free. But if you do want to hang out, be part of the show, or be part of the roll call, this is one way to do it. Michael Mercy, Grindhead Jim, Wilhelm, Toy and Hobby, Casey Wheeler, Handsome Man, Ratface, 44 reviews, David Samuel Blaine, our mate Frozen Nate, Retro Tinker, Cindy K, Sunny's Sundries, Jonathan Sorensen, Happy Accident, Joshua Allen, our buddy Adam from Go Figure, our buddy Phil, the real treasure from Treasures for Trigger, Hans Chow, who just had a birthday, happy birthday, Brendan Haley, Jason Clark, and Space Commander. And then we also have Gaz, who's the host of the show, Beta Ray Bob, David Samuel Blaine, Spacey doing double duty, Jason Stillwell, Ryan Sweeney, Keep on Collecting, Kiwi, G.I. Joe, Customs, and Collection. You get 2 for 1. And Cindy K also bringing in double duty membership. Free to join. That's not free to join. It's free to watch. But if you want to join, it's an option.
I want to say real quick, Wes is in the chat right now, Fandom Power Podcast, having a great weekend. So Wes, I met him because he used to own a independent vintage toy shop, and up in Bob Cajun. And so we kind of met in toy groups and met through that. And that's where I actually met him. And so then he closed it down to move on with his life. But he's purging his excess stock tomorrow at a sale. So I've already talked to him and snagged a few figures early from him. So anybody who wants to message Wes and say, hey, what do you got? Like if there was a guy living in the outback of Australia looking for some O-ring Joes, might want to send Wes a message. He'd be like, hey, buddy, what you got? Because he's got great stuff. He gives us great deals, and he's just a legend. So I got a Marauders blowtorch, and a Marauders
barbecue.
Yeah, sorry, barbecue, and a Marauders junkyard.
Wow,
and
good
so,
stuff.
Ready to go there. And so yeah, if you want to send him a message, if you want to get some stuff, he is a great dude. I like buying stuff from great dudes.
Right. I just like having friends that are great dudes, and Wes is definitely one of those.
You guys,
yeah, he's cool, even though he likes Ewoks over Munchie cheese, but that's another story.
Right. So
he's allowed to like what he likes. Yeah.
As we're going to talk about, Sunbow and DIC and whatever tonight, and there's like the unpopular opinion that people like, DIC, all that kind of stuff. I put together a small, quick slideshow of my own personal unpopular G.I. Joe opinions.
Oh, you know what? This ties in with my game too, because my feeling is that people don't really like the Deke cartoon. You know, I have Operation Dragonfire on my channel right now for people to enjoy, and everyone will go and then the first thing they'll say is international heroes. They harp on that. They hate it. They hate it when it says international heroes. Meanwhile, we only have one American with us today, and we're all G.I. Joe fans.
Right.
Oh, hang on a minute. No, we don't. We've got a German living in America. Sorry, Gaz. I forget because you have a thick Boston accent.
Yeah, that's right.
But whenever I look at Gaz, I hear James Brown going, living in America, because he's a German.
Yeah.
Living in America.
Gaz, I'm sorry. No disrespect, buddy. You know I love you. I do legitimately forget that part because you're thick in that Boston. So should we go with Adam's slides first, Gaz?
It's really quick.
Let's go with Adam's slides because he always puts together some great slides for us.
These are just
Adam's.
Adam's.
Now mine will be a turd in comparison.
No, this is not a long show, and I'm not looking to fight with anybody. I'm not looking to pick fights. These are just throughout my Joe collecting stint. These are opinions I've had that people on the majority disagree with. So I'd love to get your guys' opinions, but again, I'm not looking to sort of fight. I'm just throwing out opinions that people have told me are not popular.
Wait. Can you bring that back up? What did he say?
When I hear Gaz, I hear Hollywood. Yes.
Let's go.
Hang on.
Yep.
You just had those on hand.
It's an thing now. In this show,
we've sold out, Gaz. We've sold out.
Always me we're sellouts. Yeah, 100%. Let's do this.
Mine are a bit grimy.
All right. So
Mine
here we
went through the
go.
wash today.
My my first unpopular opinion is that Snake Eyes version 4 is every bit as cool as Snake Eyes version 2. They were equally awesome.
I'm going to say this. Okay, I'm going to say this. I did not like that version of Snake Eyes until I actually got him in hand.
Right.
I do like the Snake
Right.
Eyes. Is he obviously my favorite is Commando Snake Eyes, which is the original one.
Right.
Yes.
But this is my third favorite. This will be a third favorite one.
I think he's the best melding of Commando and Ninja.
Very much so, yeah.
I think my unpopular opinion is that I prefer Commando over Ninja.
Yeah. I'm with you.
I mean that Ninja Snake Eyes is perfect, but Commando one, I think it just hits home to me for some reason. I never had that figure as a kid, and I never had this one. I had the second version, but I traded it for a couple other Joes, and he had broken thumbs and a broken crotch.
Yeah.
Right. That's how bad I wanted this guy. But
Paintball.
the first one was good. I think if you recolor that fourth version, recolor him, people would have a different opinion, a completely different opinion on it.
100%.
But I do like it. I think it's really good. I think it's a good one. It's definitely better
This
than the third
version-
version.
It reminds me of the Cobra Desert Scorpion. I think Desert Scorpion looks like a desert version of Snake Eyes.
Yeah, could be. But anyways, I think he gets a lot of hate, and I give him a lot of love.
And he's jacked. He's been working out. He's been hitting the ninja gym.
Ninja Jim.
Yeah.
Nate, what do you think? Nate?
I think the version 4 is a really good figure. I don't think I quite like it as much as the original one, but I'd be perfectly happy with a V4. I would like to have seen like his goggles be something a little bit more reminiscent of the original figure. But that's just nitpicking. But it's a really cool figure. I dig it.
Yeah. Second unpopular opinion is that Muskrat is a top 5 GI Joe. This guy, when I tell him he's one of my favorites, people laugh, and they laugh at the amount of watches that he's wearing, because he's wearing 6 watches and
Swatches.
But he's just like a cool swamp guy. He's kind of got a bit of an Indiana Jones, Romancing the Stone kind of adventurer feel. I think a surfboard. I think he's just so cool, and people do not get a lot of love for him. And when I say he's one of my tops, they often scoff, and I'm okay with that.
I agree.
And he can tell you the time in 6 different time zones.
Well, I mean, there's probably a compass on there. There's probably a temperature gauge on there as well. I think he's a good figure. I don't know why it comes with a boogie board, but he's still a good figure.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the swamp. He doesn't need a boogie board.
I like
cool.
that he's a swamp in nature, right? I don't know the board. I love the board. Don't get me wrong. I love the board.
I do.
But what would you use it for in a swamp? Maybe skimming on the mud? I don't know.
Yeah, but you would.
But if you're going up against dreadnoks and stuff, you need someone that's going to get you through the swamps.
Yeah.
I love him.
I mean, this
He's
guy's
good.
sole job is to hunt down dreadnoks in the swamp. He's a good figure. He's a top tier character, I think.
Yep.
I'm not sure what the purpose is. Why the green paints continued down onto his boot. I'm not sure what that is supposed to be.
Well, I think it's like that Vietnam era combat boot that had fabric. I think that's what it is, because that Flint has the same style boots. I think there's a couple others. I think Footloose as well, right? Sarge, yeah.
The
There you go. Hold on.
Yeah.
Well, this is a classified, but yeah, he's got them. See?
Yep.
It's like jungle boots. I think that's what they're called, jungle boots.
Just smacking the board like a chair shot.
What was the comment? I'm sorry, I didn't see it. I was putting Sarge.
Imagine being smacked upside the face with that board.
Yeah, maybe that's why he
for.
carries it with him. Yeah.
Yeah. And then moving
He's
on
just
from
walked
there,
away after that. Yeah.
moving on from there is I think that Spearhead and Max. I think Max is the best pet of all GI Joes. A bobcat as a pet.
Okay.
Come on.
I get you there. Yeah, Bobcat.
Wolves are cool. Eagles are cool. Dogs are cool. But a bobcat? Come on. This is. I'm like, this is. Everybody loves Timber. Everybody loves Freedom. Everybody loves Polly. But like, come on, Max.
I just question the gun. I don't understand why it has two magazines. I like the big Bowie knife on the front of it, but this is crazy. It's so crazy. It's good though. I gotta say that. It's good.
Yeah, I'm not.
But
saying,
it's also got rounds.
Yeah.
It's got rounds on the what is that called? The butt of the rifle has rounds like a shotgun, and it also has 2 magazines. So
that's one heck of a gun.
One magazine has bullets. The other one is loaded with ranch dressing.
No, I agree. Max is a damn good pet.
Yeah, I love him.
I like him.
Yeah.
All right. We're coming to the end here. A couple more. Sub-Zero is the best Arctic trooper, best snow guy.
Oh, hang on. Before we jump over to sorry, you've gone to Sub-Zero, but the Night Force version. Now, painting your Bobcat black, I don't know.
He dyed the hair. He dyed the hair black. There's nothing wrong with that.
They took a page out of the Beastmaster book where they painted that tiger black to be a panther.
All right. He's ammo fluid. That's hilarious. He's ammo fluid. All right, sorry. Moving on. Finish him. Bring us up to Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero, I think, is the best Arctic trooper.
No.
That head. Look at that.
For his M60 machine gun with the bullet chain only. Like if that's his only thing, the fact that it has a chain of bullets.
Come on, Iceberg came with the same weapon.
Even that was bullet chain.
No, man, the best Arctic soldier. We all know who it is. It's the Fridge.
The Fridge.
No, seriously.
The Fridge.
I think the best one from my personal taste, the best Arctic figure is Frostbite. No, not Frostbite. Yeah, Frostbite came with the snow.
Frostbite's great. I love Frostbite.
I love him.
And you know what? Gotta be Snow Job.
You know what? I remember people talking about how he only showed up in the cartoon once. He only showed up once in the cartoons, right? Once.
Who's
it's
that?
Incorrect. In because there's a scene where he's in a table and then he's driving his truck, but there's another one, in Pyramid of Darkness. Okay. He's on Alpine and Bazooka's team, and he's in the background. There's another appearance. I just noticed that the other day. But no, Frostbite for me.
Wait, who are we talking about? Frostbite.
Frostbite. Yeah.
Who was in that episode?
It was in one of the episodes where they meet Quick Kick.
Yeah. Who are we
Frostbite
talking about?
Frostbite.
Frostbite.
How he only I forget who says he's like only in the cartoon like once. But anyway,
Steven's here. How are you, Steven? And WJ. Oh, I can fire a firearm. I must be immune to bullets. You're applying the same logic to Sub-Zero. Yeah, look, I think Sub-Zero's head sculpt looks ridiculous. Like it's supposed to be a hoodie.
Yeah.
With a beanie on as well. The beanie poking through. It looks like Ace Ventura trying to push through a rhinoceros. It's just. Adam, this is the only one so far that I disagree with. I think Snow Job is the best one.
I'm not looking to make everybody disagree. This is my unpopular opinion, but that's the cool thing about G.I. Joe is that there's enough figures out there that you can build your own ideal Delta Force, and it's okay. It can be different from anybody else.
I preferred him in Mortal Kombat. But...
Okay, very good. And the last of my unpopular opinion is that this guy is fantastic.
With the mask on, sure.
Yes, with the mask on.
I'm with you
definitely. There. Yeah.
Mask on,
the
mask off, doesn't matter. This guy, aces.
He's really cool, but. Sorry, I'm getting props.
He's getting cable back there.
I'm getting props. He's cool, and with the mask on, yes, agree. Take that mask off, and no, it's a piece of garbage. But He's no eel.
How are you, Badger?
He's no eel.
eel. Look at that eel.
He's
right
no
there.
eel. Mm-mm.
Yeah, eels look
There's
cool.
the master of the water for Cobra, not this dude. Or Undertow. Undertows are. Almost bought one of those the other day.
Oh,
are good
love
later.
Undertow.
Yeah. But again,
So there's my unpopular GI Joe opinions that I've run into while collecting GI Joes.
Happy birthday, Joe fan. Hey, thanks for that slideshow, Adam. I think you did a great job. I agreed with you most of the way there, but that's okay. We can still be buddies. Leave a like on the stream for Adam's cool slides. And something I forgot to mention in the previous one is that everybody's links are in the description. If you're not subscribed to these guys, you definitely need to be. So after this stream, you know what you can do.
Check it out one time, won't you?
And check out these other fine folks. Yeah, definitely check them out. Now, the comment here saying the only episode I remember seeing Frostbite in is Ode to Cobra, the episode based on the faulty premise that the Baroness needed a love potion to make someone fall in love with her. Now, that leads me into my little game, which is people seem to dislike Deke over Sunbow because they say Deke is too childlike, ridiculous. People don't even like the movie because they think that's ridiculous too. Too many out there premises in Deke cartoons as opposed to Sunbow. I disagree. So I put together some slides, not nearly as cool as Adam's slides, but we're going to play a game. Is it Sunbow or is it the incredible world of Deke? Let's find out and see. And this image here, the incredible world of Deke.
We had a bit of discussion about this, didn't we, Zazel?
Let's see if Adam can name these. How many have we got? 6.
Yeah,
name
all
these
the
6
Joes.
Joes.
Oh, that are on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I believe that first guy is Ron.
True.
And then I think that's beside him on the right. Is that? It looks like. Well, there's Spirit, Iron Knife, and there's Barbecue.
Correct.
But is that Mutt without Junkyard or Junkyard without Mutt?
It is.
Okay.
It is Junkyard without. Oh, Junkyard's the dog, right?
Yeah.
Junkyard's the dog.
And so that's Mutt without Junkyard. And then on the other side, Low Light is in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that guy there is Footloose.
It is Footloose, although Gaz has another opinion on who that is.
That's not Footloose. That is not. Look at him. Look at him. You can see him right there. He's right next to your face. Look at. He's got red hair. He's got red hair.
I mean,
Damn, Footloose.
That is not Footloose. That's not Footloose. That looks to me like it's Crankcase wearing camouflage gear.
Right.
And
So
the wizard leaves on his helmet.
I didn't say it looked like Footloose. I said that's the most likely candidate.
Because they're all the
if we
Marauders.
could just see their. This would be easy to solve if we could just see their feet, because then we could tell if he'd kicked off his Sunday shoes or not.
Give this guy another up. He needs to go up higher.
All right, up you go. You've made it to the top spot.
Game.
Well done.
Pour yourself a nice cool mayonnaise.
Cecil showed me
You've owned it.
this picture, and I'm looking at him like, Cecil, who's this guy next to Sarge? I was like, he doesn't look like a Joe. Is he a core figure?
Yeah.
Like, who is he? And he's like, it's
Imagine-
Footloose.
So,
That was an episode of the cartoon where it's like one guy just shows up, like, where are you from? Like, nowhere. He's like a core guy.
Every time they bring in a temp, it's a cool guy.
And Footloose doesn't wear gloves.
no. They
But you know who does? Crankcase does.
yeah. This is an artist's representation of the Marauders, but not in their Marauders colors. I think Lowlight's a little bit too slender, and he doesn't have that perm coming out quite like I like it. But this is based. This image I stole off the internet is on it's part of a card game or a role playing game. So you
Okay.
can role play with these guys, and it comes with miniatures and stuff as well. I don't play it. I've never played it, but I thought this image was pretty cool. Do you reckon that's freedom at the top there? The very top is
No, I
freedom?
think it's just a generic eagle.
No, it's freedom.
I can't believe that the entire G.I. Joe team fight for one specific bird.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They fight for freedom.
It's
Yeah,
They
freedom.
want us to share them because they say we all deserve freedom. So like, well, who's going to stay at one night at my place, one night at your place? Is it going to fly from house to house?
Yeah. All right. So
the old,
I've got a
the
game.
old Freedom pigeon.
Freedom
Okay.
Pigeon. Is it Sunbow or is it Deke? Play along in the chat. I'm going to read out a synopsis of an episode, and all you got to do is pick whether or not you think it's a Sunbow or a Deke episode. Is it part of the wonderful world of Deke? Now, you get a bonus point if you can name the episode that I'm talking about. Okay, so I'll start with the first one. The first one's easy. You should be able to get this one straight off the bat. I started off with an easy one. Beginning in the Himalayas, a cobra leader is betrayed and turned into a reptile.
Ooh, that's
Sunbow.
Sunbow.
Do we know what episode?
It's G.I. Joe the movie.
That's the movie, wasn't it?
Nate, do you want to throw in a guess, Sunbow or Deke?
I do not know. So
That's
I
all
will
right. Just have a guess.
These guys did Sunbow.
Yep, Steven's throwing in there a Sunbow. Pericles is throwing in Sunbow the movie. Cobra, na. Sunbow, it's the movie. This seems like a pretty easy one. But you're all wrong. This is Operation Dragonfire from the wonderful world of D.
Damn it! Oh, that's right. That they changed the Pentor into an iguana.
That's
Oh,
right.
man.
We were
But
duped.
it's a great... Sucked
Damn
in,
you,
losers.
dude.
I'm out.
So
You know
yeah,
what threw us
as-
off? What threw us off is this fake Footloose.
yeah, that's what it was.
I thought this
Footloose
was
is-
a try. I thought this was a try and figure out the synopsis, not a let's see if I can trick my friends on the internet.
He's being dastardly.
Tomfoolery. WJ was not impressed. Fair enough. However, I think this goes to show that anything can happen in this game. So Operation Dragonfire, not only it does have its wild parts, but it mostly consists of slaughters and marauders, which is great. They do turn Cobra Commander back into a human-ish form. From now he was once a man, now he's kind of a man. And then they turn Serpentor into an iguana. They also create Python Patrol using the Dragonfire technology. And so you get Python Patrol. You get all sorts of cool stuff. In my opinion, Operation Dragonfire. You also get international heroes before it's got to get tough.
I need to.
Yeah. So there we are.
I need to say that when you said he's kind of a man, I was
Yeah.
I was playing music at a like conference one time, and there was a wife and husband team that were speaking together, and in front of everybody at the conference, and they were up on stage together. She said, "I didn't marry him for the man that he was. I married him for the man he had potential to be." And he's and she goes, "And he's getting there." And he said, to the microphone, he says, I'm getting there. And I was like, what is happening?
That's too much.
Yikes.
That's too much pressure. That's
No,
too much
he's kind
pressure.
of-
Yeah.
He's kind of a guy.
So Sunbow is pancakes. Deke is cheap sugar cereal. Although G.I. Joe had their own sugar cereal, they didn't have their own pancakes.
Guys, we're going to have
Spoon Killer.
G.I. Joe pancakes at RonCon.
Perfect.
G.I. Joe
Ron
pancakes
cakes.
with blueberry blue jays, Lady Jays.
So Spoon Killer, I'm hoping to change your mind that you might find that Deke has some gems in it,
Qualities.
some gems, some holograms as well. It's a little callback to. Anyway, so you can see I said a Cobra leader is betrayed and turned into a reptile. I didn't say snake, but it does begin in the Himalayas, which is a nice little way to. Oh, we're doing cool stuff. It's a nice little way to cap off what happened in the movie, which they didn't have to do. They could have just ignored the movie. All right.
I can't move you any higher, Nate. You're already the top.
Well,
Back to the bottom.
Yo,
to the
Joe.
left.
All right. I think we're gonna have to just leave the stream and leave Nate here by himself.
Yeah.
How are you,
Hey,
Kiwi?
Neville.
Yeah. Joe Star Zero. All right, moving on to the next one. So far, nobody's got any points. Operation Dragonfire was the answer. All right, next one. Cobra opens a series of restaurants with armed nuclear warheads atop each restaurant location.
I got it.
Is it Sunbow?
It is the
Or
red
Deke?
the Red Rocket restaurant episode.
That's McDonald's, isn't it? In real life.
The episode where Cobra is trying to buy back all these restaurants, and if the owners don't buy sell their business, Cobra attacks them, and then G.I. Joe shows up and tries to kill a whale up a hill. Oh, and to top it off, and the piece of resistance of this episode is that Roadblock rides a missile and Flint fires a Phoenix missile, or not a Phoenix, a Sidewinder, and knocks the nuclear warhead off the missile and doesn't kill Roadblock, who falls and lands into a river, a body of water at some ungodly height. Yes, perfect episode. Sunbow all the way.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like some Sunbow episodes, as great as they are, the premise is ridiculous. And if you say that you don't like Deke or G.I. Joe the movie for its ridiculousness, well, I present to you Red Rocket's Glare. Sunbow. Ba-na, ba, ba-na. All right.
Jojo.
And knowing's half the battle, right?
Knowing is... Oh, I've got a thing for that. I've got a thing for... Where's my... I can't see you in this thing.
Because knowing is half the battle.
Space Commando.
It's real to me, Phil.
I love it.
Full
I love
force.
Full force.
I say that with joy, Phil.
Yeah.
I say it with joy. I love it.
I like that we've gone Hollywood now, Gaz. We're total sellouts. Anyway, that is another Sunbow. That's our first Sunbow episode. Where's it going to go from here? Let's find out. The next synopsis.
Bring it on. Let's go.
Do it.
Created by evil scientist Dr. Lucifer, Cobra uses a special weapon called High Freak, a mind-controlled device that takes over all animals in the animal kingdom. All of them.
That's a Deke episode.
I think it's Sunbow.
I'm gonna go with Adam. He sounded very confident.
So we've got one vote for Sunbow in the chat with WJ. We've got one in Stephen Hall also saying Sunbow. Pericles thinks he knows it's Cobra's creatures in a Sunbow episode, possibly. Sunbow, don't forget, I did trick you with a couple at the beginning there. Deke, could be Deke. Spoonkiller says Deke. Now remember when you thought the first one was Sunbow the movie and it turned out to be Deke? Maybe this is another Sidewinder. Sunbow from Kiwi. Any more votes in the chat? So Adam says Deke. Nate says Deke. Gaz says Sunbow. Pericles specifically thinks it's the episode Cobra Creatures. I give to you Cobra Creatures, Sunbow episode.
Dr. Lucifer sounded like a Deke thing, whereas I thought if it was Sunbow, it would be Dr. Mindbender.
Never
Right?
doubt Hollywood has.
Yeah, but that was the episode. I believe it almost takes place on Cobra Island, right? So all the animals are on Cobra Island. I think. I could be wrong.
That's a good question. I don't remember all of the episode. We should do a watch along. We should do every episode.
Yeah,
all the way
let's
through.
do it. Let's do it.
Every episode all the way through. Let's do it.
STS watch
Next. Yeah, let's do it. G.I. Joe watch along. All right, the next one coming up, the synopsis is G.I. Joe and the October Guard team up to work on a space satellite, but Cobra wants it for themselves, which leads to the capturing of the satellite.
I don't think October Guard appeared on any of the Sunbow episodes.
They did though.
Did they?
A few of them, yeah. But this doesn't sound familiar, so I think I'm gonna go Deke.
Yeah, I think it's a Deke.
First of all, the October Guard definitely showed up in Sunbow.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly all of them showed up in Sunbow. Did they show up in Deke? Yes, they did. All of them? No. A small handful of October Guard showed up in Deke. So, which one are we voting? Sunbow or Deke?
Deke.
I'm going Deke.
So this one is... sorry, Nate, which one were you saying?
Geek.
Actually,
Deke
I'm
it
gonna
is.
say
Fun to say.
from the wonderful world of Deke.
The wonderful
Thank you.
world of Deke.
Kiwi thinks Sunbow. Yes, see, the October Guard did show up in an episode of Arise Serpento Arise. Is this that episode? No, this is Cold Shoulder from the wonderful world of Deke.
There's also another
Well
one, I
done.
think, with alien, like an alien saucer. And they found out that it wasn't aliens because it was a carton of milk. And I think the October Guard was in that episode as well.
Because it was a
There you go.
Yeah, Zark alien.
Wait, no. Was the milk lumpy though?
I don't know. They didn't. They just saw the carton. I think
Because
Bazooka
that could
saw
have
it.
been Alien Nation.
Because I think you said, "Ooh,
Could've been
milk and
Alien
cookies."
Mhm.
Yeah,
Alright,
that was
here
a
we
good
go.
show. I like that show. All right,
On
let's
to
go.
the next one. Good job to those that called out Deke in the chat. Well done. Well done. Well done. What's this? Dr. Sunbow's job was stapling their cover sheets on the Marvel scripts and taking all the credit like a true villain. Red Star, all vulgar in the Deke episode. I believe it was those two, actually. There was two of them in there. I was raised on Deke. That doesn't sound right. Sometimes Dick gets raised on you. All right, moving on. This is why these episodes never get monetized. All right, moving on. Oh, I gave it away.
I'm gonna guess Sunbow.
Sunbow. I think this is the Sunbow one.
This is actually this is the one that I was just talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
What I was just talking about with the carton of milk.
All right,
Sunbow.
Cobra devises a plot to take control of Washington, D.C. and Moscow with the aid of UFOs. And as we just saw, accidentally tapped it. It is a Sunbow called the Invaders. Now, that does sound like it would be part of
was
Deke,
right.
though, right?
Yeah, that sounds
Crazy. 100% Sunbow. Yeah, you're right.
You got this.
Uh-oh. Yes, it was
You may have
Sunbow.
mastered the slide, may have created slides, but you haven't mastered them yet, like Adam.
No, that's right. I haven't mastered it. But, I mean, doesn't this sound like a ridiculous premise that would be on Deke if Deke was only the ridiculous cartoon? Like, we're using UFOs? Come on.
You think of most of Cobra's schemes, they're all ridiculous.
Wasn't it like the third episode of G.I. Joe on Sunbow, where it was like Snake Eyes was in a chorus line, his full Snake Eyes outfit with just like a skirt on?
He looked like Boy George. Yeah, that was Pyramids of Darkness when they were making their escape from Cobra City.
Yeah, and they were like, yeah, that makes sense. That's a good disguise.
I mean, if
All right,
Cobra's
let's move.
ideas were like good and rational, they would win a lot more, than they?
Yeah, that's true.
But the scary thought is they usually just about pull it off until G.I. Joe gets involved.
That's right.
So they have us all
Exactly.
They have us all duped until G.I. Joe's like, hey, what's wrong with you people? It's Cobra.
Have you seen the real world? That's entirely possible.
True. I mean, everybody thinks that's Footloose.
Yeah, true. I think it was 90. Could have been 89. Difficult
the
to say.
D-shirt?
No way to
I
know.
think it was before
There's
that.
no way to know. Impossible to tell. There's no way to find out. Gaz might look it up.
I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. We'll go to the next one.
All right, here we go. Next one. A space whistle turns cute fluffies into fatal laser-firing beasts.
Sunbow.
Come on, it's Sunbow.
Pyramid of Darkness.
That's Fatal Fluffies.
Fatal Fluffies, yeah.
Is it Sunbow or is it the wonderful world of Deke?
That's actually
What
Pyramid of Darkness.
Yes, in the Pyramid of Darkness. It's like the first episode.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot of Sambo. Oh, well, it's September now. Happy anniversary.
Do you remember the 21st day of September?
Do I remember what, sorry?
The 21st day of September?
I do remember, yeah. There was a lot of earth, a lot of wind, a lot of fire.
No, Captain Planet didn't come out till later.
Yeah, this was 80.
I messed that
Yeah,
up.
Deke was 89.
89.
I remember. It was yesterday.
I remember, don't worry. All right, so yeah, a space whistle. A space whistle, that sounds crazy. But it was the Pyramid of Darkness. Yeah, I think they were in a couple of Pyramid of Darkness episodes though, right?
Yeah, it was a 5-part miniseries, so yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely Sambo. But a crazy premise.
Crazy premise. And a crazy
kids'
premise to
cartoon.
start off, like episode 1.
Yeah. Right? And people say G.I. Joe Sambo was more realistic, yet first episode, Fatal Fluffies.
Yeah.
Come on, Fatal Fluffies.
So, guys, I hate to do this, but it is late here, and we ran late on our Toy Biz stream, and that's my fault. But I need to bow out and get the supper going for my family.
All right, buddy. Thanks for
Thanks for
dropping
joining us,
in.
sir.
We'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye. I think he was just concerned that he was going to start losing this game, so he's bowed out.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because we've turned Hollywood.
Yeah,
right,
you
next
gotta look
one.
at it more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nothing beats running home after school to watch cartoons, or trying to have as many moments before you have to leave for school to catch all of the cartoons.
There's always time to catch
All right.
up.
Here we go. Next one. The Joes visit a nightclub, which is a secret Cobra rocket in disguise. Is
I'm
this
gonna say-
Sambo or the Wonderful World of Deke?
I think it's the Wonderful World of Deke.
Deke.
Deke?
Yeah.
Anyone in the chat want to throw in there? WJ thinks it's a Sunbow episode.
Because the only thing I can think of it being in Sunbow is that the tower that Extensive Enterprises one had a massive rocket, but that wasn't a nightclub.
Yeah, it wasn't. We already did Red Rocket's Glare. Imagine if I did it twice.
Oh man,
Sunbow.
would have been terrible.
Sunbow, but I feel a trick.
Yeah, I think it's Deke.
Is it sushi or is it Sunbow? All right, let's find out.
Let's go. Come on, Deke. Come on,
It
Deke.
is Joe's Night Out, a Sunbow episode. Joe's
Wow.
Night Out.
Oh,
Choose that out.
the Deke episode was the one where they go to the nightclub and the Cobra Commander shows them his red rocket. My mistake.
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Speaking of which, Cobra Commander attempts and fails to enter a nightclub.
well, that's definitely Deke. I remember that one. I think that's at the end of your favorite episode. Play football with Sergeant Slaughter, right?
So, what's that episode called?
Oh my God, I don't know. It's something to do with football.
It is something to do with football, yeah.
I
would buy Casual Joes if they made Casual Joes. Okay, we're getting a lot of Deke in the chat.
It's Deke. Yeah, this is Deke. Because Sunbow Cobra Commander wouldn't be caught dead going to a nightclub, dresses up as an old lady and hides out on the subway. Oh my God, I know.
Cobra attempts and fails in every Sunbow and Deke episode. Sometimes they succeed to a point. They succeed sometimes more than, like, there's one where there's a shortage of sun lotion. Was that sunscreen?
It's the episode where they stole all the shaving cream.
Yeah. Anyway, Cobra Commander attempts to enter, but fails to enter into a nightclub. That is Pigskin Commando, which did have the sister of Sergeant Slaughter in it. One of my favorite episodes. Is it crazy? Yes, it is crazy, but it's fun crazy.
Considering
I like it.
considering that throughout the fourth season, is it the fourth season or third season of the Sunbow series, like that Slaughter was in, he was pretty much like untouchable. He's like a super soldier, and in this whole
Right.
episode, he's tied up with some regular rope, and he can't break free.
No,
And he
but
pulled a
not only
chain out
that,
of a wall.
yeah,
Chain out of a
yeah.
wall.
Not only that though, is that when they do have him in, when the Joes have him in possession, instead of just untying him, they make a run for it,
Right?
and then he keeps getting captured again. But all right, we've got a couple more. Here we go. Someone from G.I. Joe is leaking sensitive information. Undercover volunteers join Cobra in order to find out whether there is a traitor.
I was gonna say this is the Dusty episode, but I don't recall anybody going undercover to find out if there's a traitor. So
JoeFan84 is saying that my son is watching and wants everyone to know that he says hello. Hello, Mini Joe fan.
hello, Mini Joe fan. How are you?
Good to see you. Thanks for watching.
I'm gonna say Deke. This is the one where they with Topside. The top. I want to say Topside. Where they all go in disguises and join like Cobra, and they become like a rock viper, a range viper, and I want to say it's the with I just said him earlier. What's his name?
Undertow?
Undertow. I know it's that episode. I don't know the name of it though, but I think it's that episode. So it's Deke.
All right, Nate, what do you think? Sunbow or Deke?
I'm gonna trust Hollywood Gazz here and go Deke.
Gazzywood. It is an officer and a viperman from the wonderful world of Deke. I forgot to add
Wonderful
the
world of
little Deke.
Deke.
Wonderful world of Deke. This one actually has a character that looks like Prince Adam in it. If you ever watch this episode, looks like He-Man. It was too hot for football today, and he's not feeling well. That's all right.
Oh, hope he feels better.
Hang in there, buddy. Hope you feel better. All right, what do we got next? I think we've got maybe one more.
Here we go.
Let's find out. One more for the win. Joe and Cobra forces race to capture a device dropped from a UFO, which sends them back in time. We're going back in time.
That is Sunbow. This is the episode
yes.
where Sarge becomes like they think he's Hercules.
They think he's Heracles.
Hercules. Yeah.
It could be that episode.
Definitely.
Could be
It
that
is that
episode.
episode.
Could be.
It is. It is. Come on.
Could be.
It is.
What do you think, Nate?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Hollywood Gazz again. I trust him.
All right, bonus points if you know the name of the episode.
Oh man, it ain't got nothing to do with the Golden Fleece, does it?
Actually, it's got everything to do with the Golden Fleece. Hollywood. Anyway, that was my little game called... I didn't give it a name, did I?
No.
Sunbow or the Wonderful World of Deke. Thanks for playing.
The Wonderful World of Deke.
That's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. You know what's weird about... I did a video on it ages ago, called the tropes, Sergeant Slaughter tropes or whatever. And there were so many episodes where Sergeant Slaughter gets captured. One of them being this episode that they capture him because they think that he's Heracles, and he has to perform these tasks to get his freedom. But he was captured. So the first time you ever see him is in Arise, Bender Arise. He's captured in that. Mm-hmm. He's captured in the Golden Fleece. He's captured in Pigskin Commando. There's a lot of capturing going on when it comes to Sarge. But
kind of like Duke in the first 3 miniseries. He gets captured.
So I'm glad that you brought up Duke, because another thing that happens. Oh, Ninja Holiday captured again because they think he's wetsuit. Ninja Holiday captured again. Always getting captured. Hey, Heroic Nonsense is here. I remember Pigskin Commando. How are you, buddy? Good to see ya. I'm going to be putting together a little Sergeant Slaughter promo for Heroic Nonsense for his Sergeant Slaughter review. I'm hoping to do that today.
No,
Oh, Nate's gone. Nate's gone to go do it. Nate's gone to go do it for me. Thanks. But so you bringing up Duke, Gaz. Another thing. Oh gosh, Kiwi. It's going Commando right now. So another thing when it comes to Sunbow is that there was an episode where Duke literally goes up against a giant. They don't even explain where this giant comes from. He just goes out there. He just goes out there and
I believe that's the first miniseries. The Weather Dominator.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Gets captured and then he gets forced to fight in the arena of sport. I think it's called the Arena of Sport.
I think it is. But WJ saying, and then he goes and fights a chef, just like wrestling. Well, if you have, and I do have, because of my buddy up here got me a Marauder's Sarge that comes with boxing gloves, and guess what? In that episode of Ninja Holiday, Sarge uses boxing gloves. So
there you go.
Wilhelm, how are you, buddy? Good to see you.
Will.
Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, it's just a big dude. Well, he's a pretty big dude. Like, he was big.
Right.
And I hear Super 7 are going to make that guy into an O-ring character, so that's pretty cool. He'll enter into the Slaughterhouse Wrestling Championship.
I wonder if he's going to be like a 6-inch figure compared to Duke.
That might be a bit
like
too big.
No, was he like that big? Because that's how big Duke is.
Oh yeah, I suppose so. I'd be just as happy with if they make him Sergeant Savage size, like just a little bit bigger.
A little bit bigger.
Yeah, he did look like Conan. Yeah, he did a bit.
Yeah, it did actually.
I remember Andre in the Big Show, but were they that big though? Maybe I can look him up. I'll look up a picture of this guy. Duke versus the Giant. That's what they should have called the episode.
Duke versus the
Giant.
I thought he was going to show up again in the next episode because him and Snake Eyes gets captured and again get put into the Arena of Sport.
Yeah. and then he gets handed this piece of like, what was it, like metal or something? Put something
gold. You put it underneath
leaf?
his Wow, look at you! I sound like an expert. I just recently watched them all, like those. I'm the middle of Pyramid of Darkness.
Here we are. This guy.
Yeah, look how big that dude is. That's a big dude.
Boy.
Imagine that in the Slaughterhouse Wrestling Championship, but going against.
You can actually just go get the Conan action figure, and put him with your O-ring shows. There you go, all done.
Oh yeah, true. Andre towered over Hulk Hogan, and Hogan's a big boy. He's the biggest boy.
Big boy. Yeah, Andre was huge.
He was huge. He was a wonder of the world, you know. What was he, the 8th?
The 8th wonder of the world, yeah.
Can we just appreciate how Cobra can build these massive bases in total secret? They really should have stuck to that as their primary business model. You know what? I reckon if they just went into business with all of those gizmos and gadgets that they came up with, they would probably be.
Well, I mean, like how many underwater cities did they have?
A weather dominator would be great for droughts. Imagine there's a drought, right over. Come on.
Just thinking because there's a few of them. I think it's still there's a few of them where they have like underwater cities. I can't remember. Yeah. There's one particular that has a dome, and it's literally a city. And then even in the movie, the first movie, not our animated movie, but the live action one, again underneath the North Pole, I think it was the North Pole. They under the pack ice, they had an entire city base under there, which is like phenomenal. Crazy.
People would pay to live underwater.
Yeah, they could solve the housing crisis easy.
Yeah,
it's like right out of James Bond. Like, was it
Thanks,
Spy Who Loved Me? The Spy Who Loved Me. That guy had the Spy Who Loved Me. Yeah. You remember that one? He had a huge base on the water. Like, how does this get built and nobody notices?
True. How did they build it? I think a lot of with Rise of Cobra, people were saying, how does ice sink? It's like, yeah, fair enough. I don't know. It's a movie. Accelerator suits. Lilith is here. Hey, gentlemen, just hanging out with my nephew's party. Just saying quick hello. Gonna catch replay. Yo, Joe! Thanks for tuning in, buddy.
Yo, Lilith.
Yeah. I don't know. A lot of their schemes are crazy. Especially like the one they did the telethon.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Hi, we're Cobra. We need some money.
So Joe Fann's got a
expensive.
Joe Fan's got a tall buddy that keeps walking into ceiling fans. You'd think after the first time you'd learn to duck. I feel bad for the guy.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Pretty sure Slaughter is the tallest person on the Joe team other than Big Lob and maybe Roadblock.
Yeah, Roadblock.
I'm trying to think. Roadblock would be probably taller. Big Lob is pretty tall, especially when you stand him next to Tunnel Rat.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I guess I gotta agree with that. I would agree with that. I can't think of too many tall Joes. I mean, a Gung Ho, I guess, would be kind of tall as well.
Gung Ho, yeah, but I think he was still close to height as with Duke Gung Ho, wasn't he? In the cartoon.
Yeah, I mean, in the revised classified version, he's a tall guy.
He's big,
himself and Roadblock are big.
Taurus would be Taurus too would probably be pretty tall.
Taurus, yeah.
So with the Deke cartoon, the romance, there was a romance between Snake Eyes and Scarlet. Slightly, but
yeah, slightly.
The thing is, in the Deke cartoons, Storm Shadow is a part of the Joe team because of Ninja Force.
Yeah,
I don't know if they really explain it, but in the Sunbow cartoon, they didn't put Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow together as a
Snake
foil.
Eyes and Spirit.
In Spirit, which I think is great. I thought that was pretty cool for the cartoon.
It's a cool different like mix of like two different like cultures clashing, like tribal Native American warrior versus a ninja warrior, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And they're both like
and
very like. I'm thinking I think it's the second series, the second miniseries, the Revenge of Cobra, where they're going after the individual parts, and Storm Shadow and Spirit are in that little island while G.I. Joe's outside fighting Cobra Baroness leading the troops, and Cutter and the Whale, and they're fighting.
Right.
And then the two of them are inside this cavern, and they have the prize, and they're continuous fighting, and they're running out of air. So he's like, it's useless to fight. We need to figure a way out of here. So the both of them go Indian style, and they're just like,
trying
to figure out how to get out of there, which is really cool. And I mean, it shows like,
yeah, I agree.
The character that Storm Shadow is, after they get out, because Spirit found the way out, knew how to get out. When they get out, Storm Shadow's like, you can take it, you win. You saved my life. Here you go, take this. And then he walks away. And then Firefly shows up, right?
Yeah, Firefly I think was used pretty well in the cartoon. Like he wasn't overused. They had a few spotlight episodes, but I think that they used him very well in the cartoon. There's very few Cobra characters in the cartoon that they use poorly, as opposed to some of the Joe characters. I think is a little bit hit or miss. Like Bazooka, people love to hate on Bazooka and love to love Bazooka at the same time. Like he was just like a big dumb oaf.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I saw a pic of the new Sarge and Leatherneck figures side by side, and Sarge is taller. Yes!
That's the one that comes in cup, right?
Yes. So the 2006 exclusive figure that came out of the Sarge. He used a gung ho body, and so therefore is shorter than just about every other Sarge figure. Actually, not just about all of them. He's shorter than all of them. So he doesn't look bad, but he just doesn't have the tower that he needs to be, the Marine Sarge. But I'm glad that the new G.I. Joe one that's coming with the cup is taller. He looks so good. He looks so good.
Is that the tan one? The one that's wearing all tan?
Yeah.
The one
yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
The head sculpt looks cool. I think they had to re-sculpt the head based on. I think they based it on the mail away, not the mail away, the Warthog one, but without the removable campaign cover.
That's a nice.
But
That's a nice figure.
Is gung ho. Yeah, I mean it looks
like
good. It's just shorter than the rest of them. So.
Is those tan pants off? I mean the legs are longer, right?
Yeah. Well, which one are you talking about?
The legs would be the longer. Actually, no. The chest part is bigger too. Never mind.
Well,
Scratch that.
The 2006 exclusive one is all gung ho. Maybe version 3. Whichever one. The core. What do they call it? Battle core.
Battle core. I'm gonna look them up.
So Will says they sent a notification to say that his will be there Monday. Is that the Triple T one? Where'd you order yours from? Where'd you get it? But yeah, unbox it live. I want to see. I will watch with bated breath. I'll brush my teeth first.
Are they already out? I thought they were just in pre-sale. They're already out?
I'm not sure. I've seen a few places that you can get them a push back from its original October release back to November.
Oh,
my local, the one I'm getting it from locally. Yeah, it's that body. Yeah. Amazon for the win.
All right, there you go.
So, I've ordered mine from a local vendor here called Zing or EB Games. They've got it.
I actually prefer Zing.
Available. Yeah, Zing's
Zing
cool.
sounds cool.
Zing. I'm getting my sides from Zing. I've ordered 4 from Zing, but I've also ordered 2 from Big Bad Toy Store. And I ordered the ones from Big. Yeah, but I might get more.
Oh my God, you're going crazy.
I know. I have a real slaughter disorder. Like I know it's a lot, and like that's going to take up a lot of real estate. I only really need Cup 2 times, one to keep in robot mode and one to keep in Triple T mode. I don't need all of those leather necks. I probably only need 2, one in carded and one. But I need all of those Sarges. I just need them. I just need them.
You're gonna see the leather neck up on eBay, right?
Yeah. No. I don't ever really sell anything. EB the same as GameStop? Yeah. Basically the same thing.
I don't have any more GameStops around here, and they're both closed down.
Well, I don't have GameStop at all. But I just got. I've got. The only reason why I even got most of the Transformer ones, it is a slaughter Woodman. It's a slaughter. I'm a hoarder of slaughters.
Yes,
and if I want another slaughter, I'll just make an order. I pay dollars, not quarters, just to get these slaughters. And my obsession overflows like bubble bath water. Anyway.
I love it.
Thanks, guys.
I love it.
So I got the other ones. I got Megatron first because I thought Megatron was cool, and it is cool. I needed a hiss tank, or just a hiss. I needed a hiss. And I needed a Baroness because I didn't have a Baroness. So that ticked that off the list. I was like, plus, it's a cool Megatron. And then I only got Soundwave is at my brother's house. I'm going to collect that soon. But I only got that one. I got the Bumblebee one because I saw it and thought, that'll do. But I only got the Soundwave ones because I knew I was going to get the Cup one. And then I was like, well, if I'm going to get the Cup one, I'm probably going to, because of Sarge, so I'm probably going to continue to collect them. Like, I would think to myself, and I know this is bad mentality here, but I would think to myself, if I didn't have Soundwave or Bumblebee, and I only had Megatron and Cup, I would probably think to myself, oh man, I want to get those. Now that I have these, now I want to get more, right? And I didn't want to, and then I sort of panic buyed and bought the other 2 while I could, because I didn't want to then later on down the track have to pay like exuberant amounts of money, and they're already pretty expensive here. Yeah. But I didn't want to pay exuberant amount of money trying to get them on like secondary markets and be, ripped off more than retail already is a rip off. But
I think,
Nate got one recently, didn't you, Nate?
did it?
I did. I got the Megatron his tank for like it was $60 on Amazon.
Bargain.
That was really good. And then I've got one I haven't opened yet because it's not my birthday yet. But this guy got me a the Bumblebee. What is it?
Striker.
Yeah.
Bumble Striker.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm waiting impatiently to rip into that, but I'm going to wait till my birthday because I'm a good boy.
He's the best boy. Kiwi's saying that it's funny we're wearing sunglasses because he's making a pair of sunnies for a Kit Bash customer. Oh, who's a Kit Bash customer of? We're wearing sunnies because we're Hollywood now. We've sold out.
I only have the Bumblebee one. That's the only one I have. I was thinking about.
I highly recommend the Megatron one. It is so good.
I do kind of want to get them. I definitely want to get the Soundwave one because it comes at Zorana.
Yeah.
But that one's like the most expensive one out of the whole thing. Though, like here, that one's like $100.
Yeah, the Soundwave one was the most expensive one that I paid for so far. Yeah, we call them sunnies. Yeah, we call them sunnies here.
Yeah.
I don't usually... Yeah, sunnies. Where's my sunnies? I've got prescription sunnies too, but they're not as cool as these ones. Let's see if I can... Are these them? Yeah, these are them. So, I went to get my prescription sunglasses. These are them. I'm going to put them on. I haven't put them on in a while.
They still look cool.
They're not quite... Thanks. They're not quite as prominent as these aviators. This is the biggest ones they had, and they go, oh, why do you want smaller frames? I said, no, I want bigger frames if you've got them. I want them as much like Sarge as I can. If you go too much, and it's a bit more like Macho Man. I said I want them like Sarge, but I also needed just regular eyeglasses, right? So I'll put these ones on too. And they said, so these ones are wide as well, quite like aviators, but clear. And they said, do you want them smaller? I said, no, I want them bigger. Maybe with a tint next time. But I don't wear these as often as I should.
Yeah, I need to go to the eye doctor as well. Get some glasses.
Yeah, I'd rather be blind than and
be blind and cool.
Blind and look cool. Yeah, but I'm failing at the cool part.
Yeah, I don't quite make the cool part yet. No.
I'll keep trying though. I'll keep trying. Yeah, I don't. I have them. I just don't wear them. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same here.
I had some because I was getting a lot of. I'm a welder by trade, so I was getting a lot of eye strain. So I went to the optometrist, got some glasses, and they make everything skew like out of square. Everything's like But I'm a tradesman. I have to build things that are square and straight and things. And so and they said, oh, your brain will catch up to it, and they never did. So I just put this under. I almost never wear them. Sometimes I put them on if I'm doing a lot of video gaming.
Right.
But that's a rare occasion now anyway, so I just don't bother.
Well, I used to I have a lazy eye. It matches the rest of me, and so therefore I only really have good vision in my, which eye is it? My left eye. My left eye is good. Evening, Wings of Eternal Night. How are you? Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you dropping in.
So I have a question. I have a question for you guys. Seeing how we're Hollywood now, Zaz, right?
Yeah.
Now, if we're Hollywood, we have to have stage names. We have to have a stage name.
Ooh, true.
Right? We have We have to have a Hollywood name.
Yep.
So I think I got mine.
What is it?
Mick Maxwell. I like that.
Mick. All right.
Mick Maxwell.
You like that? Name. I'm going to edit your name to Mick. Is it M-I-C or M-I-C-K?
No, it can be like Mick Jagger. So
M-I-C-K. It's M-I-C.
Mick.
It's pronounced Meek.
No, Mick. It's Mick. It's Mick. Don't mess with my Hollywood
Mick
name.
Maxwell.
Maxwell.
Alrighty. And mine is going to be.
It can't be
me-
Zazel Phoenix.
Ah.
No. You have to pick a stage name.
For a long time.
It can't be your name. It has to be a Hollywood name.
All right, there we are.
Come on. Look. Mick Maxwell.
All right,
Like John
mine.
Wayne.
All right, give me 1 minute. I already came up with. You know how hard it is to come up with names?
Wayne John.
Okay. All right, mine is. All right, there. That's my Hollywood name, Duke Shooter.
Ooh, I like that. Duke Shooter. Nate.
Well, I came up with the best one in my last video with my Robo Sapien. So Rob O Sapien.
All right.
Rob O Sapien.
Robo
All
Sapien.
right, let's do it. Rob O Sapien. Oops. We finally made it, boys. We finally made it to the big time. Hollywood. Yes. Are they prescription?
Those are big.
Yeah. That's how I wanted my prescription glasses. All right. Well, good night. Good night to Mini Joe fan.
Yeah, good night, man. Hope you feel better.
Wings of Eternal Night are an author. I don't use my real name when I'm writing my Celtic and Norwegian poetry. Oh, can we get a taste?
Really? Yeah,
Or where can we find some of this?
We got somebody who can read it perfectly.
Yeah, Robo Sapien. Kingsley Jungle. Oh wait, we already can't get monetized for this show. You know, every single episode of this show, they come back and hit me with a hammer and say, "Nope."
It's because of our name.
So, Celeste Shannon, when I'm writing my poetry, do you write anything other than poetry under your actual name, or do you just go by this Celeste Shannon and doing the poetry? We'll have to. Maybe I can find. Is it on? If I Google it, will we find some? Because I'll send some to Nate, and Nate can read some on tonight's episode. Let me look it up. The poetry of Celeste Shannon. Let me find out.
Let's see. You don't get culture here. Never say you don't.
Yeah,
get
we don't
culture.
ever have culture.
SDS.
Now that's how you know we've gone Hollywood. That's how you know we've gone Hollywood.
Yep.
The first book of poetry will be released next month. All right. So,
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's
That's
awesome.
not an easy.
That is
That's
awesome.
not an easy thing to do. Well,
What's the book called? We'll look it up. I don't know about Duke Shooter. Brings back memories of Pepto. Yeah. Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
It's pronounced Dookie.
I'll change my name to Pepto Shooter. Firstly, Will, I will thank you. I will thank you with all sincerity for helping me get Pepto. Was a game changer. I don't know why I didn't get Pepto sooner, because Pepto literally made it so that I was able to enjoy most of the day. Like, I still had some issues, don't get me wrong. Right? I have some regrets, don't get me wrong. But Pepto helped a lot.
If you had taken Malox, you'd probably been all right for the whole show.
Look. I feel I wasn't in my right. Physically, I wasn't right, and so mentally, I was off. Yeah. Right. I couldn't enjoy certain things at Joe Fest because I needed to know where the bathroom was. I had to leave partway through the 3D Joe's presentation because I had to go to the bathroom. And I was like, I can't believe this, and I had to leave. I couldn't have a few beers with some buddies at certain times of the day because I was like, I wish I could, but I can't. But then, after the Pepto, things started to pick up. was like, oh man, I can do stuff now. I don't have to rush to the bathroom. So Will, thanks for that. Even though we did get stuck behind a train for a while, that was the longest train ever. But I was tempted to, you know what? Let's get off the Pepto talk. I've talked about that to death.
This isn't shoot the shit. Let's go.
Right. This isn't literally shoot the shit. But Will, I'll have you know, if you're still around, Gazz and I are going to make a return next year. We're coming back, baby. We're coming back. And this time, I'm not having any Slim Jims.
You ain't snapping to a Slim Jim this time.
No. What do we got here? Poetry will go from a 13-year-old girl's voice to who I am now at 28 years old. Oh, so it's an evolution.
Nice.
That is
Sweet.
cool. What a great premise.
Congratulations.
So, out of interest, when you look back at some of that poetry with the 13-year-old mindset and look back at it now as a 28-year-old, is there anything there that you wish was different, or do you look at it and look at it as a great experience growing with all of these? I mean, at 13, you think the world's everything at 13, right? And then you grow up to an adult, and you're like, holy moly, I thought I knew everything, but I know nothing. I'm in my 40s now, and I don't think I know anything. When I was younger, I thought I knew everything. Now I know nothing. Now, so I'm not as eloquent with words as you are, Wings of Eternal Night. But I think what I was trying to say, if I was trying to say anything, is do you look back at your 13-year-old self and think, what is it like? What is it like looking back at that? Because that would be interesting to know. Yeah. I mean, we all grow up a bit differently too.
Yeah.
Wise words.
See ya, Kiwi.
Wise words
Kiwi's
from
gonna fly.
Dookie Shooter.
Dookie Shooter. It's just
Dookie
Duke.
Shooter.
It's just Duke, all right? I'm
Dookie.
Hollywood now.
He was a stunt man in Dumb and Dumber for what's his Jeff Daniels. Bathroom scene.
Far out.
Oh wow!
I don't need to take this abuse from you. I got hundreds of people lining up to abuse me.
Yeah. We're Hollywood. It's okay. We're Hollywood.
Yeah. You'll hear from my lawyers. My people will contact your people.
We'll talk. We'll have coffee tomorrow, and I'll bring some Slim.
Oh yeah. So I wish I stop it. I wish I hadn't been as rebellious as I was, blaming my parents for not understanding my dad, who had heart issues, and then America was my dad's only chance. Yeah, I feel you, but I think as a parent, I don't know if you're a parent now, but I'm a parent, and I had my rebellious stage too, which I think a lot of people did. Yeah. But as a parent, I look back and I go, oh, okay. I think my parents would also have understood that was my rebellious stage. That no parent takes a rebellious teen's choices personally. I don't think. Like, I don't take my kids' rebelliousness. I don't take that personally. I don't think my parents took it personally when I was going through my rebellious stage. It's just a part of growing up, right? Because you got all of these things going through your body and your mind. You think you know the world. Yeah, I think one of the hardest things in anyone's life is to be stuck between a child and an adult, where you want to have all these freedoms, you don't know how to get there, but you have all of these rules and stuff that you also got to follow because you're under your parents' roof. Mm-hmm. I wish that I just appreciated not having to pay rent, not needing to have a job.
Yeah, all life's big problems that you didn't carefree life. Yeah. You're just a big bundle of emotions. That's all you are when you're in that age.
It was great, like when all the real world problems that you faced pretty much were somebody else's problem.
That is so true. That is so, because as a kid you're like, oh man, I wish I had this, or I wish I had that. you don't realize that part of that is like that's your parents' problem. If you wanted something as a kid, that's your parents' problem to try and sort out. That's not a problem for you. That's their problem. But Wings of Eternal Night, looking forward to reading it. I can't wait. And it'll be interesting to hear your perspective on living in another country while also pining for your homelands.
Very true.
Yeah. It's going to be cool. Well, we're ready to check it out. You know what we'll do? I've got a thing for that.
Do it
as
up.
soon as we know where to get it, show us the link so that we can order it, and then we will. How is it hard to find the one thing I use the most? And then we can do this.
Check it out one time, won't you?
Yeah, we'll definitely check it out. I'm enthralled, if that's the word. I'm enthralled, willing to read some poetry. We're going to give it to Nate. Nate's the best at reading, so if we get some, or another option is to bring them on the show and have them read their own poetry, which would be just as cool.
Yeah,
That's what we're about here on STS. It's not
I'm
just
very
boys.
interested to know how Wings of Eternal Night found our little
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
They seem way too cultured for us. We're Hollywood sellouts.
We're Hollywood sellers. Yeah, we're honored to have you here. Thank you. We're breaking barriers.
Yeah, we're breaking hips.
Ouch.
We're old men, except for Nate. Nate's still a baby.
yeah. I'm 12 and one half.
He'll be 7.
12 and 1 half.
You can't be. Your birthday's this week coming.
Yeah, I was 6 months premature. Not premature, but late.
Yeah, late. 6 months late.
Yeah.
Now that's
So
now
I had
that's
a
lazy.
birthday, and then I hit the snooze button like way too many times.
Oh boy. I also think I was so comfortable on an island in Norway that I never understood the need to see beyond my comfort zone. Well, I'm in my 40s. I'll be 44 this year. And spring chicken compared to Gaz, who's 54 this year.
What? I'm not 54.
Sorry.
Push me
Hollywood
along.
years.
Jesus. Hollywood years.
34. 34. But my first trip out of Australia was last year. I'd never been out of Australia until last year, and then I went to Canada and America, and I intend on returning.
I can understand the pining for homeland. I can't tell you how many times I think about this, like maybe just moving back to Germany and just staying there. You know,
What would you do there?
I don't know, drive a bus.
Hey, if it's good enough for Tej.
Yeah, that's right. Drive a cab. I don't know, do something. We'll find some work.
What family do you have where you are now, Gaz? Your mum?
It's my immediate family.
Sister?
Yeah, just my siblings. Yeah.
Hmm.
Most of my family is over there. Like the
Gotcha.
close families here. Yeah.
Yeah. Where's
think I have-
Oktoberfest?
That's in Munich. It's in the south. I'm from the north.
Let's do it anyway.
We do it anyway. We 2 weekends ago. The last weekend? No, weekend before last was Oktoberfest. We have a little German club here, and every year they do a couple of events, and they do it in September because it's warmer. October, chances of rain, cold, whatever. So they do it when it's kind of you get a nice crowd there, and when we went and did it this year, it was fun. Just drinking polka music, singing.
Yeah.
Good
polka,
food.
Polka. Yeah, another one.
It's not as bad as it sounds.
I like having a beer, so count me in. I can't remember. I think the last beer I had was February, maybe. Like I am overdue.
Because you're in a dry space, right?
Yeah. Rain in October. Yes, let's do it. Let's all do it.
Roncon
yeah,
Oktoberfest
Yeah.
2025. Added, it's gonna go from.
We've got so many things.
It's gonna go
Imagine the
from
T-shirt.
just the list.
Except as Adam doesn't drink, so our Oktoberfest should be sponsored by Mayonnaise.
Your mayonnaise, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know about that in the heat.
What is that? What is that?
What's mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise.
You need to
Yeah.
check out Retro Tinker.
I was gonna say we're just getting the 0-0 Heineken. It'll be all right.
Oh, you know what? I'll find the mayonnaise ad and I'll play it with your permission, Nate.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
It's on.
Gotta
It's on the Retro.
can't make the joke.
Let me find your channel. I better subscribe to it first. Just kidding.
What?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to subscribe.
Yeah.
Was it in the shorts?
Who needs you?
Was it the shorts? Here it is. Here it is. I found it. Who needs you? Oh wait. You know what? I'm going to have to go to the actual. I'm going to have to go to. It's not going to play over the phone. I'll find the website. Let's do it.
You think he's gonna freeze? He's gonna freeze.
Yeah. Hey, I don't need to take this abuse from you.
Hollywood Dookie shooter.
All right.
Duke snap into a Slim Jim shooter.
I'm gonna check my notifications
Hey.
later and be like, new subscriber, Dookie Shooter.
Where is a Retro Tinker? All right, I'm gonna find it. If you go up one subscriber, that'll be hilarious. If you do want to subscribe to Nate, the Retro Tinker, the link is in the description below. Do check it out one time, won't you? I've been a subscriber for a long time. I've always been a subscriber. Where is it? The Retro Tinker. Give me one moment. I'm going alphabetically here. QR. Yes, the. Where did you get that name from?
Which name?
The Retro Tinker.
It just popped in my head, and I googled it, and nothing else at the time was using it. So that's what it became. And then like 6 months later, after I started doing social media stuff, then Nike decided to bring out their Retro Tinker sneakers, which annoys
There's
me
Retro
Tinker
every time.
sneakers?
Yeah. Every time I tell someone to look up the Retro Tinker, they look it up on they'll search on YouTube, and then all they get is like sneaker videos.
Yeah, that is a problem. The link is in the description. If you do want to subscribe, and I do recommend it. If you want to, you can see all the other shows I've subscribed to. What am I subscribed to? The Island Misfit Toys, the Island Viper, Kraken Wakes, all of these. Check them all out. The Scubas are in there. Full Force Podcast.
It's one heck of a good channel.
The Retro
Thanks,
Tinker is
man.
great. It's at 231 subscribers right now.
Hey, it was 230 earlier.
Yeah, you got one more.
Oh, Dookie.
I am subscribed. Good stuff. But if the link is in the description, I'm going to play Mayonnaise for Gaz, who obviously isn't subscribed because he doesn't even know what mayonnaise is.
I didn't see the video.
okay.
I'm sorry.
Actually, I'm going to have to. I need to make sure I've got.
Wait, I'm gonna make sure that I'm
right.
subscribed before I say it.
Pretty sure you are, Gaz.
You can see what I'm doing anyway. Look, it's reflecting.
All right. How do I make it go back to the beginning? Over here. Why is everything so hard? Okay, take it back. Take it back to the
Oh
beginning.
my God! Look, you're right. You're right. Look, it's shoes.
Yeah.
So annoying.
All right, are we ready for mayonnaise?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Nah.
Oh, what have I done? This works too. This works too.
This program was brought to you by Mayonnaise. May your thirst be quenched with Mayonnaise from Tasty Boy.
Oh my god, you make like the best little ads for your videos. It's great.
Are you tired of salads being a dry ordeal? Well, why don't you wash it down with an ice-cold glass of mayonnaise? The only soda on the market with that clean, crisp taste of mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is the perfect beverage for any meal. Plus, mayonnaise is an excellent source of protein with the equivalent of 3 eggs a glass. Mayonnaise gives you that slow-release energy to keep you on your feet whether you're pumping iron or on the job. And if you're watching your weight, why not try all-new Mayonnaise Zero? It's got all that mayo flavor with none of the sugar. Mayonnaise. May your thirst be quenched with mayonnaise. From Tasty Boy.
Cheers, Woodman.
we need.
Are you tired?
We need Nate to make commercials for us. I mean, we're Hollywood now, right?
Yeah, well, Hollywood. We may invest. We may invest.
We may invest.
Did it look like I'd hit the like or the dislike button on that one?
Yeah, it looked like you hit the like.
Yeah, good.
Do you have a dislike on that video, Nate?
One
If you know,
subscriber.
if you do, you know why. This guy right
Probably.
here.
Not everyone's
No,
a
I
favorite
do.
man.
I do legitimately enjoy your little skits and promos. Joe fan thought it was real. He's
How
back.
good they are.
It
Welcome
was
back,
too hot
sir.
today, yeah, it's too hot to handle.
So
Yeah, we
I
really
went to my local vintage shop today, and for the first time in my life, I've ever seen this. I saw a Gem and a Holograms car. The car.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, damn, look at that thing. It's huge.
I didn't even know they had a car.
Yeah, me neither. I saw it. I was like, what?
That's pretty
the-
cool.
I saw a broken not Mauler, Mobat. I was thinking about getting it
Mobat,
for
right.
Hans. I was thinking about getting it for Hans, but I got a broken Mauler. So it's like I can't get him a broken one of those. I'll try to get one.
Yeah.
Find one that actually works. That's
Oh.
kind of funny.
I don't think he has any toys that work, does he?
He does.
80s. Everything had a car. Captain America had a car. Spider-Man had a car. Spider-Man with a car is weird.
But Captain America had a van and a bike.
Well, yeah, the cool things that he had were, but in the toy biz though, he had a dragster.
Oh yeah, dragster. Man, how's the dragster help you fight crime?
How does it not though?
It's true enough.
Gets you there,
But
gets you there quick.
it's no good in a car chase because all you got to do is take a turn, and
Yeah.
you've lost Captain America.
True, but it
Right.
also had a removable little plane thing to it. So
True.
was it?
Okay.
What was the name of that cartoon that had the talking? It had a talking car. He was like, when he talked, he was always like coughing and
That was a Speed Buggy. It was like
yeah, Speed Buggy.
like a Scooby Doo mystery show, where
Yeah.
Scooby Doo was the car. Yeah.
it's
I
like
was gonna
Kit
say-
if
I
you
wouldn't
smoked.
be surprised in the 80s if they even gave Speed Buggy a car. Everything had a car.
The car
Speed
gets a
Buggy
car.
driving a car.
What about Turbo
Transformers.
Teen?
Or like,
Turbo Teen. Yeah, there's a guy who turned into a car. You want to?
Yeah, but Transformers
Like-
the action
No, this is
masters.
a person. When he transformed into a car, it was weird because his face just went stretched like his smile went in the front of the car. And you're like,
He-
I don't want to get in
he
that car.
transforms into a car, and then you put him into a vehicle that's just a box with a
Yeah.
bunch of human legs.
I mean,
You know what, Gaz? I think I just figured it out. Sorry, Mick. Mick Maxwell, I don't think I'm getting fat. I think I'm just slowly turning into a car. It's taking a while. It's taking a while, but I'm going to get there. I'm not fat. I identify as a sports car.
I'm not a sports car. I'm a Yugo.
Well, but the Action Master Transformers, when they started coming out with transforming vehicles for them to sit in, it's like at that point, it's like, come on, guys.
Well, I
Come
mean,
on.
like the GoBots had that giant walking vehicle.
Yeah, but that doubles as a base, though.
Yeah, but still, it's a walking vehicle.
Yeah.
To be fair, Transformers are sentient beings, and any sentient being has the option to be lazy.
That's right. It's the right of all sentient beings.
True.
Yeah.
Why do you need a spaceship if you're a jet? Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Like if you're Starscream and you're inside Astro Train, do you just feel like it's too slow? It's like I just want to get out there and
right. And if you Astro Train changes into a train, transforms into a train, also a space shuttle, right?
Yeah.
So then, when in the cartoon, why is he a train in space? Because he was a train, right? He wasn't a space shuttle. If I remember correctly in the movie, he was a train, right?
Yeah, but then he turns into the shuttle when he takes off. It's like
Right. That's actually good.
Woodman's out of here. Cool. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for tuning in.
Have a great night, Woodman.
The motorcycle one is that Prowl? Prowl was on a motorcycle.
What, GoBot? That'd be Psycho, right?
No, the Action Master. Oh wait, yeah, I've lost my brain. So the Action Master Prowl came with a motorcycle, but the motorcycle from GoBots was Psycho. Yeah.
So what if? How many? Was there another police car other than Prowl?
Yeah, there was the one that turns into the one of the protector bots.
I thought those were all rescue vehicles, though. So you got to take those two.
I'm sure that was Prowl.
So you take those two, you put them on bikes, and you have the Transformers version of Chips.
Nice. Yes. Actually, there was a bike.
So Astro Train, it's a very specific, like niche transformation. Is that like you have the ability to be a rocket, but I'm also going to turn into a train that I can only drive around where other people have already put tracks, and that I
No.
If I'm going along this track and something else is on this track, I have to get over the track. Like it's very specific.
Well, it can be a robot too, buddy. But the thing about robots in disguise is that I think being a train at that time was actually a pretty good disguise, right? Better than a sports car that was well known. But if you get to be a train, just right, if you're in a yard. In a train yard, you've got to be a train. That's cool. What I think where they missed the mark is that they could be robots in disguise. They could be anything, but they decided they were going to be that one form, and that's it. Like Bumblebee is going to be a VW Beetle the whole time.
If it's cool, you're not going to want to change. I mean, if you were a Transformer,
just a comfy pair of pajamas.
If you were a Transformer, what would you be?
Well, I'm already turning into a car slowly. I do want to shout out Heroic Nonsense. Their last video that I saw was actually Astro Train. And I forgot how cool the train part of it actually is. Like, I like the locomotive part of Astro Train. And I think that when he does transform and shift into the shuttle, I think that they're both very good alt modes. Like, there don't seem to be any sacrifices at all. When you look at, I like Springer, don't get me wrong, but it just looks like when it's in car mode or helicopter mode that it's like almost just the same. But Astro Train, I think they nailed it.
I'm just saying, because I'm going to ask you a question, because if you're a Transformer, you're a sentient being, you have your likes and dislikes. So if you find a form that you like, you're not going to want to change, right? Right? Because I'm telling you,
but I'm saying though,
if I was a
I'm
transformer,
saying Astro Train didn't have to be a train if he didn't want to be, though. He just chose to be. But he didn't have to be.
True.
So if he... That's why he's got a
But it's
robot
just
form.
be-
But sorry, Mick. If you were going to be a transformer,
if I'm gonna be a transformer, I would choose this form, and I would never change. I wouldn't even change into a robot. I just stay this form the whole time. Right there.
yeah,
Ocean
okay, that's pretty
917. I would be that
Yeah.
all the time. Why would I change?
I'm just saying, a train would be just
True.
a very inconvenient thing. Like whether you're just there to be in disguise, like you'd have to be a very specific purpose. Like I need to be a train so I can go into this train station, or like whatever. But like if you get into a train yard and you don't want to blow your cover, and the conductors have got to move other things out of your way because there's only like 2 tracks out of this place.
Well, they
So you just-
they would know, right?
Patiently waiting 5 hours while they stuff around.
Like, who's this train? Whose train is this?
Yeah,
This purple
it's just
train.
like, it's not on any schedule here.
Where did it come from?
You couldn't do it in Japan because they're so efficient.
right.
They notice
you're
there's a train
alt
here.
mode.
It's not on the
You're-
schedule.
You're alt mode because like you want to disguise yourself. Oh, like they caught on to my train look. I got to change my look so they don't notice me. And all of a sudden, there's a space shuttle sitting in the train yard. Where did that come from?
You might as well just be a robot at that point.
fails,
A
it's
robot would be
just
less
notice, like,
conspicuous.
like,
Well, hey, Michael's here. How are you, Michael?
Hey,
Michael was
welcome.
living the dream and got a Cobra clutch from the Sarge. How cool is that?
Well, today?
That's why
Oh, yeah. Woo!
yesterday. No, that's Ric Flair.
I'm excited for it. Woo! Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you got confused. I thought you were confused there. I guess if I was going to be,
I'm Hollywood.
you're Hollywood now.
I'm Hollywood now.
Hollywood Mick Maxwell.
Mick Maxwell.
Finally met the
baby.
legend himself. Michael, if you want to join us and talk about it, I can send you
Yeah.
the link. Just let me know. Let me know. I'll send
Love
you
to
the
hear
link.
it. Love to hear it.
Yeah, but I guess if I was going to be an alt form, my alternate form would be a younger, slimmer version of me. Just
Diesel just turns into Sarge.
oh, that yes. I turn into Ron. Just anything. I just like more articulation than I already have. Thanks. Just anything other than the current form that I have, which is Slug.
Yeah, I feel you there. It's a little sluggy.
Oh, okay. He's gonna jump on. Let me give you the
Yeah.
link. Let me make sure.
I'd
One
be a
moment, please.
Jet. I'd have to be a jet because then I could actually visit all my buddies that I've made over the last
Oh, true.
all around the world.
Damn, you're right. So I'm a triple changer. I change in that car. I change into a jet.
I would turn
Yeah, well,
into. I would go from a dinghy and turn myself into a hot air balloon.
Yeah, we're older. We're older Transformers. So I got
that's right.
I got the old race car from the '60s, and I transform into a Cessna, a biplane.
Does the dinghy version have like a little robotic version of you that's just like rowing?
Yeah. Hold up, Decepticons! You can't get away from me!
Here comes Dookie.
I'm going around in circles. Oh, hang on, I gotta straighten up. Hang on.
No one escapes from Dookie Shooter.
Now I'm gonna turn into a hot air balloon. Hold on! There we go! I just need a breeze to go this way. It's going the wrong way.
Oh my God.
You better better hope this wind doesn't change.
I'm hot on your tail. That's why I'm called Hot Tail. Hot Tail, the triple changer.
I love it. Somebody needs to make that into a transformer. As bro,
Oh, boy.
hot
World's
tail.
only wicker and canvas transformer.
And the robot mode's not much better. He transforms, he glides in, transforms, turns grey, and dies. It's not great.
Just the balloon part stays. They just do little
Yeah.
arms and legs pop out.
I feel like I'm that now. Hey guys, it's me.
Oh my god!
I'm ready. Head pops out the balloon.
That's an old school. That's an old school transformer right there.
Yeah.
Instead of transformer, it's a GoBot in disguise.
Why does this balloon smell like swamp water? I'm just sweaty. I'm sweaty.
Stop! I can't laugh no more.
Beat that. Hot air balloon and a dinghy.
You take the cake. That's the best one.
Oh.
Oh my lord! Oh, that's funny.
You know you're getting old when you hurt your neck laughing.
when they make the movie and they decide to kill you off, you just get a stray laser beam, just goes pierces you, and you go.
No! Ah! I'm going down.
He set the scene. The Decepticons are beating the crap out of the Autobots. What was your name? What was the name? I forget the name.
Oh, I forget. I have to go back.
He goes Doogie Shooter. Here he comes. Some random laser bolt just pops your bullet.
He's out. I'm going down, boys. Avenge me. And it makes a whistling sound like a balloon just goes.
It sounds like what was it? Was it a whoopee cushion?
Yeah. What a way to go out. Remember me.
Yeah. That's just a whole other transformer. Decepticon whooping. All he does is transform.
Oh my god!
He's Lord Megatron, I've infiltrated the Autobot base. Preparing to deploy. Optimus comes.
Oh. Oh. All right, we got Mike. Mike's joined the Hollywood crew. Mike, if you're going to be Hollywood, you have to change your name to your new Hollywood name.
Oh, okay. What should I change it to?
That's up to you. We all came up with our own. I'm Duke Shooter.
Oh, I got one.
Gazz is now Mick Maxwell.
I got one.
Yeah, we've sold out. We're Hollywood now.
There we go.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
The
That's
work.
it. That's a great one.
It's my old name from New Japan Pro Wrestling in the 70s.
Perfect. Well, that works. Congratulations on surviving the Cobra Clutch.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. Rob, nice to meet you, by the way.
Yeah, you too.
Oh, yeah, Rob. This is Dirk.
Yeah.
Dirk, this is Rob.
Or Nate. Nate, my non-Hollywood name is.
Yeah, I got one of these.
Yeah.
Yes, the challenge coin.
Congratulations, man.
when his assistant, who was super cool too, asked, "Do you want a clutch as well?" and I went, "I'm good. My dad taught me never to let another man choke you." So, but then he said, "Well, you get a medallion with it." And I'm like, "You should have said that."
Yeah, lead with that. Was that Paul?
I'm not sure what his name was, but he was awesome. He was really directing
Yeah.
traffic very well, and he said hi to you, and Sarge said hi, and they both said it's been too long since they talked to you. I think they instantly warmed up to me once I mentioned you as well as Kelly, because Kelly had done a commentary on my channel a while back for one of Sarge's episodes as well. But it was amazing.
Arise, Serpento, arise.
I expected him to be just as nice as everyone said he was,
Yeah.
but no one can really prepare you for the presence of the man. Like he is. I met Gary Chalk a few weeks ago too. He's another larger than life type of guy. Like there's tons of celebrities. I'm not ranking them, you know, which one's better and which one's, but Sarge is one of the larger than life personalities. He's Raymond Rougeau was a couple tables over from him as well. And Raymond has always been called one of the legit, true tough guys in the wrestling business. But Raymond is so soft-spoken and he's so gentle. Raymond and Sarge, both epitomes of like the idea of if you're truly tough, you don't actually have to be the loudest guy in the room. So Sarge put the clutch on. He gave me a little choke. Like in wrestling, when they say it's like working with a feather, I didn't even feel him on there, you know. But I look back at the pictures; he looks like he's killing me. But
yeah.
It's like working with a feather. Like it was awesome, very very cool.
That's awesome.
What a great day. They say never meet your heroes, but I have zero regrets meeting my childhood hero.
I got a T-shirt too.
Yeah, how cool is that?
Awesome.
So Kelly, you said that she designed that print.
Oh,
for
really?
That shirt. So that's pretty cool. Yeah.
I love it. I love it, and it says Sergeant Slaughter on the back as well.
Mm.
So I don't know if I got enough
That
room.
was the shirt they
Veneer.
had for breakfast
goes my black
with
screen.
Sarge, I think, right?
What's that?
I think it's the shirt we got from Breakfast with the Sarge. Like that design, I believe, because I have one of those as well.
How are you,
So
Leanie? We've gone Hollywood. Yeah.
Well, that's not staying in place. But yeah, it's just things never worked out in the past. Like he'd be there and something would come up, or just something wouldn't work out. But the stars aligned today. And after I got the pictures and the clutch and the medallion, I asked him if you've got a couple of minutes, if you want to do just like a quick interview because that's what I was actually working on when I jumped into the chat here, and hopefully I can get the video done staying up late tonight because there's one more day of the con tomorrow. So I want to get it out late tonight so that it's up while there's still another day and people can go and see it.
Nice.
Cool.
But I asked him if there's just a little bit of downtime, and I didn't expect there to be because he's always got traffic going in because he's a dual sport superstar, right? G.I. Joe as well as wrestling.
Right. Yeah.
But I said, if you've got a few minutes, if you want to just do a quick interview, and he gave me a quick interview, and I think in large part thanks to you, because I name dropped you, and he was like, "Oh, Xazel, any friend of Xazel is, I guess a friend of mine." Begrudgingly, he tolerated me because of you.
He's such a great guy. He's got a great sense of humor too. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
And very soft spoken too. Like I said, like still gravelly, but quiet. And this was super cool because I was wearing a Roddy Piper hot rod shirt when I was talking to him initially, getting the pictures. So he puts his big arm around you and getting the pictures, and he whispers to me, "You're wearing my main man's shirt." I'm like, oh, because I know how tight they were.
Yeah.
Piper always said Sarge was the only guy only wrestler he ever invited into his house. And Kelly, I remember telling me same deal. Like Uncle Rod was the only wrestler that ever got to come over. So that was pretty cool to be able to bring a little bit of the hot rod to the Sarge today.
I would have loved that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, was there much of a line? Because at Joe Fest there was always a line for the Sarge.
It was pretty steady. The convention is just jam packed. The Hamilton Comic Con. It's kind of like just a slightly smaller version of the fan expos that go around North America.
Oh, right.
I don't know if you guys have fan expos over in the Oz.
We have something called Supernova, which is they'll bring certain celebrities out, but then there's a showroom where you can get action figures and comic books. A lot of it's sort of anime now, which I don't have an issue with anime, but if I'm going to go to like a comic convention or a convention to do with anything about movies and stuff, I want it to be appropriately that, not everything anime, not everything giant plushy. What do they call those things? Body pillows. I don't need all of that. Just give me a comic book and an action figure.
Right. Well, this one has it had a whole bunch of celebrities, bunch of wrestlers, a showroom floor with the toys and artwork and everything. Cars. They had a bunch of cars. The DeLorean time machine for Back to the Future, like all recreations of them. The Knight Rider kit. A guy came in from New York with the Bat boat from Batman '66.
No way.
Ooh,
He did up a boat. He did up he bought a boat and he did it up like West's Bat boat and the captain's chair from the original Star Trek series. But the highlight vehicle for me, they had the black on black, the V8, the last of the V8 interceptors from Mad Max.
Nice.
Nice.
They had a guy there. He said he bought a Ford Falcon. He imported it because they were only available in Australia, the Ford Falcon. So he imported it and he did it up. And I told him, man, thank you. I've been trying for years to figure out how to get down to Florida to the museum to see the one that's there. And here it is right in front of me in Canada. Like, thank you, man. And he let me take a bunch of footage of it. He let me sit in it, take some pictures driving. I said, the wheel is on the wrong side. And he goes, no, it's on the right side. Like, well, you got me there. Got me on a technicality. But there's so many really nice movie cars. And some were right there, right? The DeLorean was right there. Kit was right beside the Mad Max car. But honestly, if I could only have one movie car, like, what's your dream car?
Yeah.
We'll put it in your garage right now. It's the Interceptor, because like that thing's a hog.
Yeah.
It's a beast.
Yeah.
What's going to beat you, when the world goes to hell and you got to drive off into the desert and just get gasoline and drive to survive? Like, you want the Interceptor,
Ecto 1 won't get you far.
No. No, as cool as the Batmobile is, or the Tumbler, I don't know. I'll take the Interceptor instead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I saw. No, go ahead.
Go ahead, Nate.
Go ahead, Nate. We're interrupting you.
I was just going to say, I've always
go ahead, Nate. It's your turn, Nate. Go ahead and talk.
I always figured my end of the world vehicle actually have to be a diesel engine, because like you can turn anything organic into diesel, and that includes your enemies. So.
Oh.
I just picture
great.
Nate squishing them into the gas tank.
Get in there.
Putting them in there. Get in there.
Start her up.
They're fighting back. No, I don't want to be gassed. Get in there.
Oh, man.
I did not know that. I learned something new today. Anyone can
I'm just going to choose to
fuel.
believe it.
Anyone can be diesel fuel.
Not anyone can be Diesel, though. If you've seen Diesel version 2 from the WWF, that did not go
right.
well.
That was
not a good Diesel.
Yeah, that was Glenn Jacobs. Kane. Yeah, that was Kane.
Yes!
Kane.
I forgot about that.
Things worked out for him. Not so much
They
for the
sure
other guy.
did. No.
I gotta say though, like, this is actually one of the coolest things I picked up there today. Like, I wasn't expecting.
Coin.
Yeah, it's an amazing idea. And it says on the back, proud member of the Cobra Clutch Club. It's not as cool as the mage asking for change for the bus.
He's trying to make it to RonCon too. RonCon or bust.
Yeah. He changed for the wart bus.
Yeah, I definitely loved the mage. Second best childhood hero. The
Absolutely.
mage.
The first ever live action G.I. Jones.
G.I. Jones, yeah. Yo Jones. The challenge, I got 3 challenge coins. I own 4. I can't remember how I got the 4th one. I think he just handed me one. But I got 3 of the challenge coins. I got a challenge coin every day of Joe Fest. And I think I might have the biggest collection of challenge coins so far. So I
think he also said that you hold the record. Mine's right there.
The big donut.
Got him.
Right there.
There it is.
When you were saying you were getting Cobra clutches, I didn't realize you were getting a medallion every time you got a clutch. I thought you just wanted the Sarge to beat the hell out of you every single day.
Like it was a bonus at the end to get something out of it, other than the Cobra clutch. It's actually I don't know if the word's fortuitous. I don't think the word I do. It's anyway. I'm wearing the shirt that the Sarge gave me that I was wearing at Joe Fest.
Cool.
So this is that same shirt that he got me. I'm wearing it to death. You'd think that I would just put it on a frame or something, but I love this shirt so much I want to wear it.
Yeah.
Joe Fan got a clutch coin too.
That's what it's intended for. Just like toys, when like toys are, people like to display them and stuff, but don't forget to pick it up and futz with it. You don't have to throw it against the wall like we did when we were kids, but play with it. Like the articulation was meant to be articulated, so articulate that stuff.
Yeah, I haven't worn holes into the shirt yet, but I'm hoping it'll last at least until RonCon.
Well, I had to change into this shirt like at the actual show from the Hot Rod shirt because I just started pouring buckets of sweat after meeting the Sarge. Once he clamps that Cobra clutch on you, it just starts to pour off you.
He locks it in.
Fight or flight.
So how much does it cost to get almost choked out and then given a coin asking for a friend?
Well, I don't know. It was everything costs a certain amount, but then there's like a show special. So the one I got was it was an autograph, a picture, a clutch. So yeah, I think it's maybe about $30 or something if you want it on top of something else, so if you're getting and that's Canadian, right? So was that $3 US, Gaz?
I think
is that the exchange?
I think Joe Fest, I think his autograph was like 45. So then you have to top,
Mate,
I think.
I don't know. I was just tapping my card, just go, give me what you got. Take as much as you need.
Yeah, you could tack it onto that, but I think he had little packages as well. I don't remember.
So Joe Fan paid 160 USD, but I got the meet and greet, the autograph picture, and autographed comic and clutch. So that's pretty cool.
That's great. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, and you know what else he had there? He was selling the carded new Sergeant Slaughter from the Cup Triple T set. So
cool.
And so it's a 3 3/4 O-ring figure on the card. And someone went, "Wait a second, is that for sale?" "Yeah, it's for sale." "That's not out yet." And they're like, "Yeah, it's Hasbro sent them to him." And so
awesome.
If you want to get it before it's available on the street or wherever online retailers, you can go to Sarge's booth at Hamilton Comic Con tomorrow in Hamilton, Ontario, and pick one up.
You can buy.
I'm on my way.
Sarge. You can buy a Sarge before Sarge even comes out from Sarge.
They also had the big rubber guy Sergeant Slaughter autograph.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah. All sorts of his table is awesome. His table is it's all Sergeant Slaughter stuff on his table, and it's signed. Like it's all signed by him. Of course, I signed it. That's me.
Unlike his WWF figure, which he didn't sign the card. It has a fake signature on it.
No way.
Yeah, that's not his signature on the WWF card. He doesn't know whose it is, but it's not his.
They just made it up. I wonder if all the signatures on those cards were fake then.
Could be.
Well, that's a good question. I haven't asked anyone else. But JoeFan84.
That was Ron's. That's Ron's signature.
Ron's signature.
Oh my God, it's Ron Rebus.
We figured it out.
It's the mage.
I knew someone would know. So I saw a video on JoeFan84's channel where he got a mug from this year's Joe Fest, Breakfast with Sarge. I got to do Breakfast with Sarge last year, and that was pretty cool. I was gifted a action figure of at Breakfast with Sarge. It was the not the Iraqi sympathizer. It's the old Jax figure, but they didn't call him Iraqi sympathizer. They called him the
infiltration expert.
No,
people keep bringing that up and saying, "Oh, the time he was an Iraqi sympathizer," and I say, "But he was undercover. It wasn't. It was a
That's
work.
right.
He wasn't actually."
I got undercover Sarge.
Yeah, undercover Sarge. He did it for his country.
That's right. That was a great day, though. Great day. Great breakfast. Gaz told me to keep away from the grits.
I don't like grits.
What are
Keep
grits?
away from that.
Something not good.
Oh.
He doesn't know either.
It's like it's sort of like, I want to say it's like I'm not even sure, but I know I had them once and I didn't like them.
Let's look that up. What are grits?
Yeah. What's
Type
the old
of
fashioned way?
Porridge made from coarsely ground dried maize and hominy. What are maize and hominy? The rabbit hole deepens.
Keep going. We may never know what grits is.
No maize is corn.
Okay, that makes sense.
There we are, corn. Yep, we've been confirmed. It's a corn dish. So what else was happening? What else was happening out there, Dirk? Obviously, the Sarge being the biggest draw.
Well, Ferrigno was there. Lou Ferrigno, the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, nice.
Sean Patrick Flannery was there. He was young Indiana Jones and also was in Boondock Saints 1 and 2. And I guess is the cat out of the bag. Like he told me, and it didn't seem like a secret. So he said he's working on Boondock Saints 3 with cool. Norman Reedus. So it's going to be a trilogy. The first movie was amazing. Looking forward to that. One of the puppeteers of Grogu from The Mandalorian was there, and she's just such a nice lady to just chat with for a few minutes. Raymond Rougeau was super cool, man. Jacques was cool too. The fabulous Rougeau brothers. I went up to them and I said, I wish I could say I was a big fan of yours growing up, but it wouldn't be true. But I will say I'm a bigger fan of the Heart Foundation because they got to beat on you guys. So thanks for selling for the Heart Foundation. You made me a bigger fan of the Hearts. But it was cool to see them, even though they're all American boys, the fabulous Rougeau brothers. I don't know what they were doing in Ontario because they're all American boys. They had the little tiny American flags, but for anyone who doesn't know, the fabulous Rougeau brothers are from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and so they would mock the Americans. They were heels, so they would mock them with these little tiny American flags, and their theme song was "We're all American boys." We're all American boys. It's so funny. So they have a contest, a wrestling contest coming up in Montreal in a couple weeks. So they were nice enough to do a quick little interview with me to plug that thing as well.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Tugboat, aka Typhoon, aka Shockmaster, the wrestler, was there as well. Actually sitting right next to Sarge.
That's cool.
Lots of folks there. The Tim the Toolman Taylor's partner on Tool Time was there, along with the Tool Girl. They were both there.
Pamela Anderson?
No, I think the second one.
The other one?
Wasn't there another one? Wasn't there another one?
Yeah, there was another one. Yeah,
I
just don't know the name of the other one. I'm pretty tired, so I don't remember any of the names at the moment. And then there was an exhibit there of some of Jim Henson's puppets. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Bill Diamond Studios. And So a whole bunch of stuff that Henson had worked on. And I thought it was cool at first walking through it. They had Salacious B. Crumb from Return of the Jedi, not the actual one from the movie, but they said they did use it in promotion. So it's still really, really old. And so as I'm going through it, I'm thinking, wow, this is incredible. This is stuff Jim Henson himself worked on, and the whole Muppet crew. And as I keep going through it, it's like you could feel the spirit of Jim Henson there. Like it started to get dusty in there. I was like, what is happening to me? I'm actually getting emotional walking through this monument to Jim Henson, who I hold right up there with the Sarge. He is just a beautiful human being. In addition to being a talented entertainer, Jim Henson was a beautiful human being, right up there with James Earl Jones. And Kermit was there, and Gonzo was there, and one of the Skeksis from the movie is there, and I'm just like, wow,
that's cool.
It was really, really awesome. And then did a quick interview with one of the gents that was there, and they had the puppets, the original Muppets from the Ed Sullivan Show were there behind glass, the original ones before Kermit, before Piggy, before Jim Henson's original Muppets from the Ed Sullivan Show, the really simple ones with no limbs, just the mouths, are there behind glass. So as a huge Henson fan, I never expected to see anything like that, but it was really beautiful to see the spirit of Jim Henson celebrated in such a way there.
That's great.
Yeah.
Man.
And then Sarge came in and put the Cobra clutch on the Skeksis and say, Uncle Maggot.
friend.
You know, one really awesome part about meeting Sarge was that, like, I'm so excited to meet him when we're getting the pictures and we're both doing the fist. He's showing off the Hall of Fame ring. And then he does the slaughter point at the thing, and he tells me, point at him, he's a maggot. Point at him. Doesn't he look like a maggot? So I got a huge smile in the pictures because he's like, he looks like a maggot. And then I'm like pointing, going, he does look like a maggot. He's a maggot. So that's what I'm smiling at in the picture where I'm pointing. I'm like, he's a maggot.
I thought that was great because they use your phone, right? They put up, get your camera on your phone, and they stand there. And if it's Paul that was there, Paul will just take like a bunch of photos, just like blam, blam, fill up your camera roll, just so you don't miss a thing.
I think it was Paul because he took tons of pictures. And then when they put the clutch on me, I'm in the clutch, and I'm like, well, I worked for New Japan in the 70s as Dirk the Work Burton. And I'm like, I'm not just going to stand here. So I'm going to work. Dirk the Work, right? So I'm in the clutch, and I'm like, what do I do? Like, I start powering up, right? And then I start waving the finger. And then I'm thinking, like, do I dare break out of this? I'm thinking, like, what do you do here? Like, what's the protocol here? Like, I'm thinking, I can't see him just like gently letting it go. That's lame, right? That's as Tony Schiavone would say, that's a popcorn fart. And so I'm like, and I'm not, and the problem is I'm not going out in my home country. I'm a Bret Hart fan. I ain't doing the job. I'm not doing the job in my own home country. So I'm like, I got to bust out of this thing. And like, you know what? If I ever meet him in the States, I'll go out for him in the States. I will do the big nap he can put me out. They can raise the arm 3 times and I'm out in the States. But in Canada, I was like, I got to bust out of this. So I'm like, I'm doing the thing, and he's a wrestler, right? I'm thinking they know how to pick up the slightest little body language. They read each other. So I'm like, I'm trying to tell him, like, I'm about to bust out of this. Please let me bust out of it. Because like, if he doesn't want to, you're not getting out of it, right? So I'm like, and I'm out of it, right? So, and then I'm like immediately apologizing. I'm like, I'm sorry, did I kill your finish? He's like, it's fine.
Did you get the $1,000?
Well, no, I didn't even know about.
You didn't get the $1,000 check.
No, but I hope I can meet him in the States sometime and go out in the Cobra clutch the next time, just because I refuse to do the job in Canada.
Interestingly, when I was doing the Cobra Clutch challenge, I didn't tap out, right? Because they were taking photos, so I'm like wailing around, going, he's got me, you know. And then I was like, okay, I'm not going to tap out, so I guess I'm going to go limp and just like let him, like, you know. So I was like, I fell into it. He didn't drop me, which is nice. But yeah, I was lucky to survive.
What if he had done that, right? You broke out, and then he just comes around and hits you with a slaughter cannon.
Wow.
Right down.
The thing about the slaughter cannon is you don't have the choice of selling a slaughter cannon.
That's right.
That's why he has the slaughter cannon. For the people who won't sell the clutch, it's like, all right, you're gonna sell something. Oh, this is
some
really
big
cool
cannons too.
So at one point, Jacques came over to say hi to Sarge, and they shook hands, and Jacques like tried to pull him, yank him out of his booth, and Sarge is like, Sarge doesn't go anywhere he doesn't want to go. So he dead weighted him. Like, it was pretty cool.
That's great.
And then I asked him,
the
have you put the clutch on? Yeah, Jacques was the Mountie. And I asked him, have you put the clutch on the Rougeau brothers today? And he goes, not yet. I'm going to.
He's thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm sure all of them. He is waiting behind all of them. Like even Marcy from Married with Children is like, I'm gonna get her.
It's gonna be like an RKO with the Sarge.
Yeah, a clutch out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. And it's funny how quick he puts it on, because it's like you would think it's complicated. But he's in there like boom, it's on. Like, wow, that's
and
fast.
He locks it in.
Yeah. And you're done. You're done. And it's funny, the Mountie actually uses a similar move too, the carotid artery choke, right? Very similar choco. So maybe they'd have a clutch
$1 Million
off.
Dream.
Yep. Some very similar as well. But none of those get you a medallion if you survive it. Ted DiBiase never shoved these down anyone's throat.
He took it from your pocket.
All you got from Mountie was shocked with the shock stick.
Yeah. Actually, that would be pretty cool too, though.
As far as chokeholds go, this is actually the best one to do the job to right here.
Yeah.
Wait, that'd be pretty cool too, getting shocked by a shock stick.
You want to? Go for it.
Diesel's like, yeah, go ahead,
Not if I'm suffering from a Slim Jim. I don't want to be shocked then. But
I'm sure if you go to a farm, I'm sure a farmer will oblige.
Just do it for mate. I don't want to just be shocked. Actually, I got shocked at an electric fence once. That was okay. I lived. Maybe that's what started this whole thing. So Joe Fan really sold it, tongue out and everything.
Oh yeah. I did that before he put the clutch on me. After the pointing poses, he started choking me, and so I'm just excited to meet the Sarge. So I'm like, God, being choked by the Sarge, and so he's like, put your hand down, okay, I'm choking you. And then I started telling that, right? I started telling.
Think about that for a second. There's a grown men going to a convention to get choked out by somebody paying them money.
It's all a work.
It's
$30 all a work though.
It's not, I got a coin out of it.
No marks. It's not. It's all a work. It's all for entertainment.
I know, it's awesome though. Just think about it. If somebody would tell you that,
and after the clutch, what was really cool is like there was a couple of people watching on, and they were like, "That was really cool." And I went, "What?" And they're like, "Just the whole thing with the choke." I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, that was fun. That was the whole powering up and Hogan." I'm like, "Oh, really? Oh, great. Nice. Awesome. Glad you like that."
Did you get photos of you powering up?
Yeah, a whole bunch. Yeah,
wow.
Nice.
Paul took tons of pictures. Yeah. That's very generous when they do that. You know, like because if you get like one picture, most of the people that I've met will take multiple pictures because they know like you might blink or you might be looking the wrong way for a second. So most of these folks are just fantastic with like they'll load your camera up and go, and then still ask you check it, and then you can check it. So they're usually really cool about that. It would suck to pay $100 and then like you blinked and you didn't even get a chance to get a good one.
Should take all those pictures and make a flip book.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's a good idea. I think what I like seeing in line, because I was in line with Gaz for a little bit before they did the A&E, but even the day before the A&E lineup, and even the day after, I was in line every time. But everyone in the line was always excited. Whenever I saw, like, as I was getting closer to the front of the line, if I wasn't already at the front of the line, seeing and hearing the interaction with Sarge and the fans, he spent quality time with each and every one of them. And I can't remember what the show was recently, but he was meant to do. He went to a show, and I wasn't sure. I don't know which show it was, but he was meant to do a talk sometime during the show. But he had so many people in the line that he decided not to do the talk part and just stay in line and keep meeting his friends. Making sure everyone had an opportunity. And I know that's his bread and butter too, right? Like he's going to earn money, but he doesn't just earn money there. He earns respect from the fans. He gives people little stories. It's interactive. Yeah, it's good stuff. I love it.
I remember at Joe Fest, like on that Sunday, when it ended, that 5 o'clock was at, I think was it 5 or 4 o'clock? I can't remember. He was still had people in his line.
Yes.
I mean, obviously they wouldn't allow anybody else to get into the line, but well after it ended, he was still doing it.
Yeah, he's really selling it. It's funny because the expression Sarge has when he's doing it, he looks like he's killing you.
Yeah. I tell you what, that's wearing a Cobra shirt. You were lucky to get out of that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that was the year the Iron Sheik had passed away. So he had the picture of the Iron Sheik.
Oh, that's nice.
From last year's.
Yeah, I'm glad they mended their fences near the end there.
I'll say this, right? The Sarge looks just as good today as he ever has.
Yep. I sent the pics to a friend who said, "Wow, I mean, he looks basically the same as in the '80s." Like, yeah. He's in incredible shape, and not just physically, but like his attitude. Like he's just a very youthful seeming guy. Quiet, but energetic, and just, I don't know, man. I was just overwhelmed after I met him. I had to sit down for a few minutes and just go, wow. I mean, I knew everyone said, all you guys said he was a super nice guy. I knew that, but a hero, just truly a real life hero, a guy who has always taken it seriously. And I appreciate what kind of person he is. He doesn't come off like, oh, I don't know much about G.I. Joe. Like sometimes you see people be like, it's an honor to be here, and I'm glad you like what I do, but I don't remember anything about what I did.
Yeah.
We still appreciate them being here and being part of the whole experience and stuff. But it was like my mail away Sergeant Slaughter that I loved so much was sitting right there, and I was talking to him. Like, there's no other experience like it. You can't go and meet Quicksilver from Silverhawks or Brave Star. You can meet the voice actors, which is cool. Like Peter Cullen, thank you for bringing life and spirit to Optimus Prime. But that's not just the voice of Sarge. That's Sarge. That's the character. That's Sergeant Slaughter sitting right there and being Sergeant Slaughter. It's not even like, yeah, I played Sergeant Slaughter. Like old Ron does. Ron totally destroys the illusion.
Yeah, he no-sells it.
Yeah. Like, who did I play? Hank, who did I play in G.I. Jones? Major Swagger. Right. Yeah.
Gotcha, yeah. The mage.
There sure wasn't a general. I thought it was a general. But I just love that Sarge is Sarge. Like, he's actually, he's a maggot. He's a maggot. Like, I love that he's I won't say in character, right? Because he's not totally working or anything like that. But it was a giant piece. I was gonna say a little piece of G.I. Joe, but he's still a very large man. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
It's a big piece of G.I. Joe, like a living, breathing, actual real piece of G.I. Joe right there. G.I. Joe personified as Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah.
It's so cool that he's got the little G.I. Joe tag on his vest too.
Yep.
It's like I'm so happy that Hasbro has finally woken up, wisened up, and said, yeah, this is our guy. Like, Stop
Yeah.
looking for a big A-list Hollywood star. It's not The Rock. He doesn't care. You know, like, yeah, he was fine in G.I. Joe Retaliation, but Rock's not your guy, and no other guy is your guy. Sarge was, is, and always will be your guy.
Yeah, he
So
is the
they've-
biggest ambassador for G.I. Joe. I love that he is the epitome of a real American hero, and there are 4 people on screen right now that aren't American, and I'm talking very highly.
Well, some of us do a pretty good impression.
But yeah,
Yeah, I was
TJ,
blown
yeah,
away.
Tej.
I found out. Well, I don't know if you guys found out, but I found out for the first time that during that Joe Fest, that what was it, Joe Fest, or was it on one of Kelly's streams, that he was supposed to be in Retaliation. He was supposed to be
cameo.
Bruce Willis's character. Yeah, he's supposed to be instead of General Hawk or whatever.
Well, that big a role? I always heard it was just going to be a cameo. I didn't realize it was going to be that big a role.
No, from what I understand, it was like he was supposed to be the character.
Well, that would have been much
That's
better.
what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they wouldn't even let him have his campaign cover and glasses in there in that scene where they just had like I think it was in the I'm trying to remember which scene it was, but there was a call to have like a throwback to the G.I. Joe of old, and his campaign cover and sunglasses were going to be there, but they went, "Nope, take it out."
That's stupid. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about Bruce Willis playing Hawk, or no, Joe Colton. I mean, I think that's cool, but I mean, I think I would have preferred Sarge. Kid Gaz would have been like, I'd rather have Sarge in it,
Yeah,
or both, whatever. But
when they do stuff like that, it's like scraping the cheese off your pizza.
mm,
Why would you take off such a big important part of the recipe? You know, just we don't care. Like, well, then don't do a G.I. Joe movie.
yeah.
Like, why do you want the brand name so bad, but you don't want anything that made the brand loved?
Yeah. Well, that's
like,
a
I like
downfall of
Brendan
Hollywood.
Fraser, but imagine if the Sarge was playing the Brendan Fraser
Right.
role.
Yeah,
Rise of Cobra.
That would have been way better.
Just comes on in. Oh, so cool.
Yeah, and I
Good
hope
scene
Sarge.
still.
They're doing a new G.I. Joe and Transformers crossover movie. And now, what's that?
Your fingers.
Well, they announced it's happening, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully, I mean, Sarge is in the loop, and so hopefully, I mean, you gotta put him in there, you know, especially with a crossover movie. Like, what if Triple T Cup is in the movie and Sarge rolls in Cup?
I mean, at least a cameo of Sarge. It'd be
That'll
great.
sell tickets.
This is. Can you imagine
Just a
if it's?
cameo.
What if it's starring Sergeant Slaughter? This big G.I. Joe Transformers crossover starring Sergeant Slaughter.
What if they do like like he did for the movie when they turned the movie into a miniseries, and he was like at the beginning of every episode
Bookmarking them.
Yeah, bookmarking him. So like every like half an hour, he comes on the screen. He's talking
In the
about what
movie?
happened.
Go
Yeah,
get some popcorn, maggot.
go get a popcorn, man. Get a soda. Come back.
You look thirsty.
Could you imagine-
Go get a drink.
Could you imagine being in the audience watching G.I. Joe the movie? Like that, I think that was last year that happened. It was back in theaters, and Sarge is in your movie theater with you. Crazy.
What happened to a
What great.
couple of lucky people, right? Because he went to see it.
Yeah. He went to check it out
He
with
went to
Kelly.
see it. So could you imagine being sitting there going, "This is Sarge right there." No, is it? Yeah, it is.
Go get him. Go
It's
get him,
Sarge.
Sarge. It'd be cool if he was fighting along. Like, this is for me.
Somebody dresses up as Nemesis Enforcer and just goes, "Sarge, I'm calling you out right here." Or,
Do you want me to hold your
Throw a
popcorn,
starfish
Sarge?
at him.
Do you want me to hold your popcorn? No, I got it. And he just starts
Oh my
beating the guy up while he's holding his popcorn.
He's hilarious, man.
Somehow, while holding his popcorn, puts the Cobra clutch on Nemesis Enforcer with one arm. Like, how did he do that?
So Joe Fan said that they were recording Sarge at Joe Fest, and were they telling you that you were in the way? Was this for the A&E thing? If they were
No,
telling you
that
that you were in the way of your own autograph, that's crazy. Who said that? Who said you were
No,
in
I
the way?
think
Who
it
was
was, he
recording?
said last year. So that was. No, actually, yeah, last year the one we were.
Yeah,
at,
that was
right?
last year. Yeah. Unbelievable, Joe Fan. That's rubbish. I'm sorry that happened to you, buddy.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah, it's too bad.
I will always be grateful to be in the Sarge's official A&E biography. Oh,
Yeah.
so cool, so cool, so cool.
Yeah.
That was a good biography show episode too.
Yeah, it was really good. It could have gotten a lot longer. I'm sure he had a lot more stories.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, dudes, it's been awesome chatting with you, but I'm hoping to get this because this was day 1 of the con. Day 2 is tomorrow, so I'm going to stay up late and try to get this done and get it out as soon as possible, and hopefully it'll get a few more people interested in going down to day 2 because Sarge will be there day 2 as well, as well as everyone else I mentioned today and the cars and stuff. So I got some editing to do.
All right, thanks, Dirk. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for coming on here, Dirk, and sharing that story with us, man. That was great.
Thanks for having me on here. Good to finally meet you there, Nate. Or I mean, Rob. Sorry. I'll give you my sunglasses, Nate.
Yeah, pass
so
them over.
Here you go. Yeah. Take them. There you go. That's perfect.
Lovely.
Awesome, guys. All right, have a great night. Yo, Joe!
Yo, Jones!
Oh, wow.
What a cool guy.
It's just me pumped for the next Joe Fest.
Yeah, RonCon, Joe Fest, road trip, no Slim Jims. It's
No
gonna be
Slim
great.
Jims.
No Slim Jims.
No Slim Jims.
I'm gonna buy as soon as I get off the plane. I'm gonna get some Pepto just in case. Have it just in case. That stuff was a game changer. Not an endorsement.
Get you a shirt
Not
made
an endorsement.
You get you a shirt made up that just has no Slim Jims on the front, so you don't forget.
Pepto or bust.
Literally.
What's a cowtail? Oh yeah. You're telling me about that. I'm trying to remember exactly what that was, but I'm sending Joe Fan 84 some a Vegemite, and they said they were going to send me something called a cowtail or something.
What's a cowtail? What is it?
I think they explained it to me, but I can't remember. If you could remind me what that is. Caramel stick with cream. Perfect. Yeah, I'm sending some Vegemite to Joe Fan. I've got some stuff to send to people that I've been out of civilization for a little while. But once I hit civilization again, I'm sending some stuff out. So about time.
Yeah.
About bloody time. About bloody time.
Zazel's been living in a treehouse in the middle of the forest, like
I want to
Tarzan
live in a
style.
treehouse in the middle of the forest. That would be fun.
You're invited.
I'll bring all my
You're
Joes
invited.
and we'll play in the dirt.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I love playing in the dirt. I love it. It's my favorite thing. There's plenty of dirt around here, mate. You'll be all right.
Except
In the
that
Northern
at our age,
Territories,
at least
right?
at our age,
What was
playing in
that?
the dirt's a lot harder due to back issues.
Yeah, it's good for the skin, though, right? It's good for, I don't know. Chewy candy sticks. I'm glad that they added the copyright mark on there.
Oh.
Made of caramel and filled with cream, not made from real cowtails. That makes sense.
Oh, cool. At first, I thought they were going to be like pickled cowtails.
Yeah. I'll try it. I reckon next year we invite Joe Fan 84 on and we can talk some more Joes.
Next time.
If
Not
you're-
next year.
Maybe next week. Bring
Next
Joe
week.
Fan 84 and talk some more
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah. Everybody's welcome.
Yeah, we shoot the shit with anyone.
That's why it was called.
Yeah, it has been ages.
Case in point.
We're gonna bring TJC back
Teej.
on. When,
Well, we're doing a series of Saturday shows, right? We can do an early one. Maybe we can get well, no, not too early for you. I don't want you to wake up at like 3 a.m.
oh, I don't mind.
But maybe
I'll wake up at any time to hang out with buddies.
Maybe we get TJ Spacey on and talk some Action Force or something.
Yeah, we haven't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go all international heroes. We'll bring in Space Commander, TJC, Joe Fan 84. You should be able to do it on your phone. I've done it on my phone a couple of times. because it's on the weekend, we'll bring Nate back. We'll open it up to our channel members and Patreon supporters if they want to jump on as well. It's 4:20 a.m. Oh, well, that sucks, but still, the offer is there.
Shoot the shit with Hollywood. With Hollywood. Zaz and Gazz.
I'm going to change that to the thumbnail next time. Hollywood, shoot the shit. We've sold out, baby.
We're sold out.
Sellouts.
We're Hollywood, baby.
Bring your shades with you. Bring your shades.
So you can be Hollywood too, Nate.
Yeah, he's got the best pair. 10:30 p.m. Is it 10:30 p.m.?
Where is he? Where is Japan?
Got to be the United States.
Yeah,
10:23. Time's going backwards for him.
Yeah, because it's 11:30. Well, it's 11:24 here. So yeah.
All right, fellas. Well, I suppose I better go and sort out something for lunch. We'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Actually, it's a new bat time, new bat channel. Weekend, shoot the shit. We're going to throw out some invites out there to Space Commander TGC, Joe Fan 84. We'll see if Michael Mercy wants to come back and hang out with us. He's like a celebrity cameo that pops in every now and again.
It's not shooting shit. It's shoot the Saturday YouTube. Because we're Hollywood now. We need to be monetized.
True. You know what? Last time my stream got demonetized while in stream, while it was happening. This is not the show to earn money on. Thanks for tuning in, Frostbite.
I think if you leave it STS, it'll be okay because.
That's why I've changed it. Did you notice? I put STS in the thumbnail instead of shoot the just see if that helps. And now it's going to be Hollywood.
We're Hollywood.
Well, we might do it earlier then. We might do it earlier for the UK crowd to pop in.
No, definitely. I'll be up for like an earlier afternoon one.
Yeah, okay, we could do that.
We have to, give back to our adoring fans.
That's right. Hollywood. So we'll figure out a new name for it. We'll make sure Nate wakes up super early and hangs out with us next week. But because we might as well make the most of these weekend streams and try and get in the right time zone for Space Commander and TJC too. Because I feel like we haven't hung out with Spacey in so long.
Yeah,
and he's been away. He's been at the beach. Yeah, but I feel like we've seen Tej. I feel like we've seen Tej more than we've seen Space Commander lately.
Yeah, but I haven't interacted with Tej like this.
Oh yeah.
Always
Like this, yes.
That's on his channel, watching his master gameplay.
Yes, exactly.
I want to hear stories about the buses.
I want to hear about the bus too.
I want to hear the bus driving stories.
I wish I was at the beach. Yeah, Space Commander was at the beach. We've got to hear how that went.
I go to the beach, I burn.
I don't tan.
I don't tan, I burn. But we're Hollywood. We got to go to tanning stations.
I'm going to come back with a fake tan on for next week. In the ocean? Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. It wasn't a beach.
He's waiting to be rescued by NASA. That shouldn't show up. Or the European Space Organization can show up. It's masterful to me, Tej. It's masterful to me. I don't have the what is it, the cunningness to play those old games. I would be throwing my controller at the damn screen.
Yeah, I love retro games, but I'm glad that I watched Tej do it and not try to do it myself.
Especially them ninja games or that Batman one where you couldn't get on the wall.
I tuned in. I was up early enough because I'm doing earlies now. I was up early enough to catch TJC's stream live, and I could see that he was doing more wall jumps. I was like, wow, this is more successful than the Batman one I tuned in on. Mate, I'm a Wookiee too. I'm a Wookiee.
Oh, we're all Wookiees.
I'm with you. Yeah, let the Wookiee win. All right, fellas. So we'll come back next week. Hollywood will be back. We'll put the Hollywood sign up. Bring our shades. Probably talk more Joes because it's always fun. But this went off the rails. GoBots, Transformers, Sarge, turning into a dinghy and a hot air balloon.
The greatest GoBot transformer ever.
I gotta go back and figure out what name I called it.
Oh, what was the name you said? He had a name for it. Blowhard?
Yeah,
No.
Blowhard, maybe. I don't know.
No, it wasn't that. Something.
Blowjob.
Oh, we're definitely not getting monetized.
Nah. We don't make money here, fellas.
It's all right. We're Hollywood. We're good.
All right. Where's the outro? All right. See you, fellas.
Everybody.
Rod.